Hold on. Why am I echoing? Hold on. Okay, let me fix this real quick. Good morning, everyone. Oh, Lord. Good morning, Strictly Platinum. Good morning, youngest sibling. Dang, you guys are up early. I'm surprised I'm up early. I am so tired last night. It was a lot going on yesterday, guys. It was a lot. Oh my God. Hoping you guys can hear me. Give me one more second. Give me, well, 30 seconds actually. Okay, I'm back. I'm up and I'm back. It's early. My sound is good. Thank you so much. Oh, since we're talking about sound, Strictly Platinum, because I'm using my phone. I'm gonna try using my laptop. Please let me know if this sound is okay. Let me try using my laptop. Hold on. I'm not sure if you heard me. I used my laptop a while ago. Oh, Strictly must have left the chat. Okay. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Hoping you guys are having a good morning so far. Youngest says, I'm up, always up early. That's my problem, youngest sibling. And I went out last night. You hear me? That's my problem. And I think this started all the way from school because I usually, got up like early to study and stuff. And I think it's still a problem even till today. It, it mm. And if I didn't get up early for studying, I got up early to start my day. I prefer to do stuff like really early in the morning than, I can lounge around for the rest of the day or. But I am at my best when I do stuff like really early in the mornings. So that's always been my thing. Oh, there was no sound when I used my laptop? Oh, I know why. Let me add that to it. Hold on. Can you hear me now? So I'm now trying the audio on my laptop. So let me know if you can hear me. Okay, thank you for my sound check. Okay. Hey, Miss Gerald. Great. So I can use my laptop. Good. Ooh. Okay. Let me remove my phone then. Good. That's good. Okay. Finally, my laptop works. Ooh. This is good. This is good. Ooh, finally my audio works on my laptop, so I don't have to keep going to my phone. Good morning to everyone coming in. Miss Gerald, good morning. So bomb, good morning. So bomb, you tickled me. What was I watching the other day and I saw some zebras in the chat. I'm like, this is so bomb. Was it you? I think it was. Let me see. Good morning, Heat Wave. Did anybody else come in? Good morning to everyone coming in. It's always a good thing to start your day with some coconut water. If not, get you a nice bottle of water and start your day. Flush the toxins out your system. Yeah, I was watching something. I think it was YouTube cameras. I was watching a replay and I saw it. I'm like, oh, that's so wow. And I don't think she understood what it was about. She didn't know what you were. She didn't get it. She didn't get it at all. She didn't. Oh, child. Listen, I know that the topic of panty liner gate and some people call it scam gate, some people call it eviction gate. I know it has been exhausted, that topic. But it's gonna, in true beef sector fashion, it's gonna have to run for a few days. Okay, let me go close this door. Hold on. It's gonna have to close. It's gonna have to. Hold on. I'm closing this door because sometimes people think that when you try to be by yourself, they gotta come around you. Get out of my business. I can't even record in peace. Hold on. Yes. Oh, you'll be okay. Okay, heat wave. Oh, heat wave. I guess if you're available in a few, let me know. All right. Good morning, Jill's Comfort Zone. Good morning to everyone coming in. Take a quick sip of your coconut water because I'm gonna, be moving around. Take your quick sip. Let me remove this from the screen. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. Take your coconut. Take a sip. Everyone, take your sip real quick because um it's the right thing to do. It's early and you need to start your day good. Okay, healthy. No coffee this morning. Just a sip of natural coconut water, not the ones from the can or the boxes. Natural coconut water. Go ahead, freshly picked from the coconut tree. Okay. It came up with me from the banana boat, the one that Heidi said I traveled. My parents traveled on. No, the banana boat that I hopped off. Shout out to Heidi, my number one supporter. Even when I have like 5 people in my chat or one person, I know my number one supporter, Heidi, is always there. So I just want to give a shout out to her. I know you love me, and I can feel the love through the screen. So thank you for that. At least when I know my little itty bit channel doesn't get views, you are my number one supporter, and I appreciate that. You know everything I do. Okay. I just had to say that real quick. Let me remove one of these people. Which one of these avatars am I supposed to move off of the screen? Ah, whatever. I don't know. Caramel latte. No coffee for me. Really pie, good morning. Yeah, it's my Heidi. I haven't been hearing much about her, but I'm just happy that I have one true supporter, and that's her. You know, she's always here to support, whether it's in the clouds or in, the name of somebody else, like one of her trope names that I saw in another chat somewhere. And the way that bitch was typing, I knew it was her. It wasn't in my chat. I saw it somewhere else. And I'm like, look at this bitch. She was supposed to get a visit last week Tuesday. If you guys have seen her on the streets, let me know, because I got word from for those who watch my video, that she was gonna get some visitors in her sleep. I don't know if they got to her. I don't know if they got to her, but Hey Connie and Red Afro. Hey everybody coming in. Have you all been keeping up with Panty Liner Gate, Eviction Gate, Scam Gate? Have you guys been keeping up? I must say that before I went to bed last night, I was listening to Jay Wilson, and Jay Wilson said that Dovie was somewhere and that person was actually asking the real questions. And I went to check it out for a few minutes, and that channel, for real, they were asking her the right questions, to be quite honest, and was holding, her feet to the fire. Surprisingly, I didn't stick around for too long, but oh, you're getting your day started. Okay, Connie. I hope you have a good day. Really Pie. That's Really Pie. That's an interesting name. Yeah. So shout out to Heidi. Oh, my Heidi. My number one supporter, Heidi. Foot Soldier, good morning. So yesterday was an eventful day. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh yeah, Red Afro, but I didn't make it through the entire live stream though. for that person that I was trying to watch it this morning, but um I stopped like halfway through. But that person was asking the real questions. I'll tell you who it is after this. Um, but from what I was hearing for the few minutes that I peeped in, something was just a little bit off. Good morning, Gwen Jones. There's something off. Something a little bit off. Because um that woman invited Dovie to her home, right? Dovie said she did, I don't even want to call it a course. What do you do? Because it took like 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours or something like that, to become a caregiver. I don't know if you're in the bushes, Dovie, but I heard that, you know. So when she got there, Just Read My Book was already letting her know about, hey Leo, um, about the fact that she was having issues with caregivers, right? So one of the things it seems like, I don't know if I can say that Just Read My Book was, interested in her well-being to give her a job, or it was just, I don't know. But I found out through listening to that particular live that when Dovie went to do her training, which took like a day and a couple of hours to do, on the when she was doing her paperwork, Just Read My Book gave her somebody else's address to use for her paperwork. It wasn't her address. So even though Dovie was supposed to be living there, hey, Water Sniper, I sound my voice sounds Water Sniper. Do you see what my description says? Don't get trapped. This is an avatar you're speaking to. I'm an ugly person behind here. And I'm a beast, and I'm also a dumb bitch. So let's get that out of the. Yeah, so she used a friend of hers address. So that's pretty much like a little bit of a red flag right there, because she knew that Dovie was gonna stay with her, but she used somebody else's address for her. Dovie said she didn't even know it wasn't her address. I'm like, how do you not know where you're staying in the address? She said she found that out later on, because all Just Read My Book did was give her the paper and told her this is the address to use. And I'm like, okay. So I found that part out. I'm like, okay. So I found that out. So some of the things that she was supposed to be doing was like tidying up, doing stuff around the kitchen, throwing the trash out, preparing food for her, etc., as her caregiver. So that's what she was supposed to be doing. Um, Dovie said there was an agreement. Well, at first she didn't want to take no money for her staying at her house, but later on she was paying $300 towards rent. Now, the room that Dovie was supposed to get, from what I'm understanding, is a room downstairs. However, we're learning that the room that she was supposed to be staying with her, it wasn't prepared for her. So she was saying she can't sleep in there. She's saying, and so people were asking, like, Dovie, why is it that you're supposed to be staying with this person to take care of them, but you can't? Hey, James. Good morning. Good morning, everyone coming in. And let me pause again. Good morning, Heidi, my number one supporter. Okay, let's continue. So the room was not prepared, right? So she's so like, and I've heard more than one channels people have asked why is it, and even so, even on her own channel, she was saying that it wasn't ready, it wasn't prepared. Foot Soldier said she's lying. Foot Soldier said she's lying. So apparently the room downstairs was like a little office. It was a bedroom, so she used it as her office, and Sugarfoot was using it for other purposes. Sugarfoot was using that room for other purposes. Okay, so Dovie said it's not somewhere she could sleep on. So the first night or so, she was in the couch. And I'm like, okay, so you came there, made an agreement with her, probably verbal agreement. You're gonna come stay with me and do the work as a caretaker, the health aide, and whatever. And she did say that her daughter, as well as herself, promised that. Oh, it's Sugarfoot. Good morning, Colin. So Bob says it's Sugarfoot's bathroom. Foot Soldier said that girl is lying. So what Dovie was saying is that her daughter as well as herself was supposed to be preparing the room for her, the one downstairs. And somehow that just didn't happen. So one day turned into a few weeks. So she's like, they just kept putting it off and stuff. In my mind, I'm saying, are you telling me that you came there to help her out? She didn't have anywhere for you to stay, or the place that you were supposed to stay was not available, and nobody was preparing it for you, and you were comfortable being on the couch out there. So all these weeks passed and nothing happened. Something just didn't seem right in between there. Why didn't you say anything to her? You know, are you supposed to be actually staying at the other address? You know, why did you stick around if it wasn't somewhere that, was habitable? You know, why do you still stick around? Why were you so comfortable? Because I even heard her say at one point on her own channel that they would have both like been out there because of the type of, was it, did she say it was like a, what type of couch did she say it was? So they would mostly be out there both like at nights and slept out there. And I'm like, what? So if you thought that that area wasn't, like set up right for you to sleep, why didn't you stay? I don't get it. I didn't get to go through the whole thing, but she just claimed the room wasn't livable. Now, if you are a friend with somebody or somebody made an agreement with you for you to come to her home to work and stuff, and the room that you're supposedly supposed to be sleeping in isn't prepared, why didn't you say, okay, you asked me to come here. I don't have anywhere to sleep. I don't have like a space for myself. I'm over 50. I got to be out here in the living room. Why do you still stay there? That's my question. Why did you still stay? Why was it so why were you comfortable still staying there? Let me look at this chat. And I'm also going to drop the link early today because maybe people heard from different angles. Now, this morning, there are a lot of people who are having mixed opinions. Like, for example, for one, a lot of people were saying, one, you are in her house. If she asks you to leave, go. Also, why are you putting out her information about her home, her personal space out there? Two, people are saying, people are feeling sorry for her because, you know, they heard the way Just Read My Book was talking to her yesterday. So it's a mix of feelings. And then you have three people who say this is a whole nother scam. She was just being a bum, sleeping on people's couch. Like Lovely Love, that's Lovely Love stance. You've heard Lovely Love for weeks, for months saying this. That why is she bombing over there on the woman's couch? So it's been a lot. And number four, even though she says it was her in-laws and not necessarily her like family, why didn't she go to them instead? Or what is this story about your apartment? Why is there always an apartment story? So this is the beef sector. We're all different. Everyone is gonna have different opinions. Everybody's gonna have different opinions. And then, oh, where did I hear somebody saying you were busy trying to get Jay Wilson's cruise? You were busy trying to get Jay Wilson's cruise messed up, and you didn't sort out your living arrangement. So it's like a lot. It's like a lot of stuff. It's like, let me go back to these comments. And remember, did I drop the link yet? And remember, I have the link too if you want to come up to say how you feel about yesterday's event. So everyone has different opinions or different views on what happened. Let me see. Strictly Platinum says Dovie's stories never make sense. Leo says, why would a room be prepared for her in someone else's home? I don't understand. I don't know. So Bomb said that room was Sugarfoot's bathroom. Sugar Platinum. Oh, I didn't read that one. Foot Soldier said she forgets what she said before this popped off on your panel. Remember? Hold on. Which one? Oh, when she was saying she was, oh yeah, Dovie was over here. Because she did say she had a room, an apartment, sorry. But yesterday she said her apartment will be ready in about 2 weeks. So she did the paperwork and she's supposed to go do her walkthrough, and it won't be ready until I think the 15th. She was supposed to move in the 15th of this month, but somehow it's 2 weeks time. So I think Dovie was trying to, stay there for the next 2 weeks at Just Read My Book's house. But if somebody asks you to leave their house, Dovie, it's only right that you leave. I know that you said you've been there for a few months and you've been paying your rent, and legally, Just Read My Book is supposed to, serve her eviction notice. So the fact that she filed it on the 8th or the 9th or whichever of this month, she didn't, illegally evict her. So I guess they'll be saying, well, if I'm paying rent here, you can't just illegally evict me. But at the same time, child, if it's somebody's house and they say leave, you just go. And the laws are in place for situations like this. Well, not necessarily in Dovie's situation, but people do get wrongfully evicted from homes, for actual rental homes. And that is why the law is put in place. And in different states, it's different laws. So anyway, let me go back. Colin says Dovie uses this as a money grab, like she does every year. Jill says, child, can't nobody stay with me. It's hard, especially in the beef sector, to see, like there's always some drama surrounding any type of meetups. Well, not all, because a few people have met up and they've been civil and stuff. But it's kind of hard for, after seeing that people fall out so much, people talk badly about people after they were cool and stuff, that it's not a wise decision to allow people to stay with you. It's not. And to be honest, a lot of people were waiting to see this happen because it was too good to be true. Just Read My Book says Dovie overstayed her welcome, but Just Read My Book wasn't given the back details. You were helping her out to get a job, yes, but you invited her to come there to work as a health aide, sorry. That's what you got her there for. But while we've only been hearing all of Dovie's side, so we also need to hear Just Read My Book side, for balance, just to be fair. Foot Soldier says, she said she had a room with an air conditioner when she was speaking about Kimmy on your panel. She did? I don't remember, but I'm glad you pointed that out, Foot Soldier. I don't remember it. But she actually wasn't in the room. And the fact that nobody was preparing the room before she came here or while she was there, that should have spoken volumes. And the fact that she was still using that room while she was there should have told you enough. That was enough for you to know. Yeah, so if you were uncomfortable in the beginning phase when you just moved there to work as her health aide, you should have had that conversation with her, adult to adult, get that over with right there and then. You could have had that conversation. Okay, well, Just Read My Book, you asked me to come here to work, to help you out. I don't have, you knew you wanted me to stay here to do this. Why is it that I don't have anywhere prepared for me to stay? And you could have said that. And why is it that I'm paying you to stay here, even though it's $300? Not a lot of money, but there's nowhere for me. The fact that you had to be sleeping on her couch, come on, Dovie. That should have been something. I could see if it was like one night, but you've been there for weeks, months now. You see what I'm saying? And then after, she said that then at one point in the interview, she was saying that the lady said she didn't want her sleeping in the room either. So like that should have been enough for you to say, okay, I can't stay here. So she said for the most part that she was there, she couldn't put her guards down. She was always on the defense when she was there. And I'm like, so, and you stayed there? Maybe it was a desperate situation. I don't know. Jill's comfort zone says all these lies. Leo, I don't know. I missed your comment. You said that's your theory. Oh, I think that's when I was listing out some of the views. I listed about 5 different angles that people took it. 1, get out of that woman's home. She told you to leave, go. 2, that woman invited you there to work and she didn't make your living space comfortable. I got somebody in the back, guys. Hold on. Let me make sure it's. Hold on. I got somebody in the back, guys. Hold on. Let me make sure it is who I've heard. I think I've heard this person on a panel before. And I think he clicked my link once. Let me make sure it's him. Hold on. Is that you, James?
It's me.
Okay, cool. Hold on 1 second. Hold on there. Hey, James. Good morning.
Good morning, Carrie.
How are you?
I'm doing good today.
Okay, what brings you up here this morning? What's going on?
Well, I was listening to that stuff yesterday, and to
Listening
me,
to you were listening. Oh, so you were keeping abreast of what was happening yesterday?
yes.
Okay, so let me hear what your views are. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. Today I have kind of a mixed review, but I did say it yesterday when I went up on a couple of panels that, with the information that I have, if Dovie was working for a company to provide uh,
Service.
care or service to somebody with a disability, what she did yesterday, she broke the law, and it's a federal law because of HIPAA. And if you work for a company, that's the first thing that they make you read and sign.
So you're saying she broke the law because she came and spoke some other things? We need to get this whole HIPAA law thing because well, yeah, she's a healthcare provider. Hold on.
Right.
Ah,
And
go ahead.
uh, and they're, and her saying that, they forged some documents that way she could get more to work or something like that. That to me is confusing, because if just read my book was already disabled and already getting a service for that, then the company that Dovie worked for would already have known that.
Okay.
And even if they didn't, and she just hired that company for Dovie, um, it's still the company's policy to check and make sure that everything's above board.
Did you hear her saying that she called in and asked to not work, I think since last Monday?
I
Did
did hear that, and she had a company, and the company came out and talked to them, which is okay.
what?
That way
You said
they
the
could
company came out and spoke to who? Did I
to
miss something?
to uh, just read my book and Dovie was my understanding, and I could be wrong on part of that, but I do know that she had said that the company had come to the house.
Oh,
In
I,
fact,
I
they
I didn't hear that part. So that part is new to me. I didn't hear that part yesterday. I may have missed that.
yeah, in which case they would have seen the living conditions of the house.
Right. So if they've seen, so what do you think would have happened if they act? So are you saying that maybe some of the stuff that Dovie was saying about the house, it was not true? Because wouldn't they have done
No,
something about it?
I would not say that, because I've heard of nightmare stories about people that uh, get workers and stuff and their living conditions.
I've
So
I've seen
I'm not going to
videos on YouTube.
say that she's right or wrong on that.
So James, if you were in Dovie's position and you were, working as a health aide for someone and they weren't, according to her, treating her right, would you still stick around and work for her? What would you do?
Well, I have workers,
I was
because
gonna ask you that because I go ahead.
yeah, because I don't have my regular picture up showing me in my wheelchair.
Yeah.
Um, and I
So you have healthcare workers.
right, and
Well, he changed
there,
it to show you guys. Hold on.
yeah, because that's a better uh, uh, what I look like in my wheelchair.
Okay.
So anyway, but me, I'm still in the eyes of the state who pays for my workers. Um, they still consider me the boss or the employer. So if a worker doesn't like what they're doing, they have the option of not taking the job or quitting at any time that they want, or I have the option of firing them anytime and it ends immediately. As soon as I call uh, my worker, it ends, or their company, because I have a company that I go through too to supply one of my workers.
Okay.
Because I have two workers. One works for the state, and the other one works for a company that the
What
state pays to
What are some of the
provide
things? What are
workers.
some of the things that these people are asked to do? Because I was hearing some of the things that Dovie said she was supposed to do while she was there, and she was tired of doing it and stuff. What are some of the stuff? Let's go there.
Well, it depends on. See, in my case, um, I have a task sheet for uh, what I need done, and if I had an animal, it would be on there. Take care of the animal, or help take care of it. Like take it out, clean up, and stuff like that. It would be on that task sheet. So if somebody didn't want to do that, they need to take it and say that up front. No,
So they would have to say that before getting there.
right.
Okay.
And uh, so I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's involved, and it's been quite a while since I've had to get somebody new to remember that everything that's on there. But I do know on the task sheet, it specifies, uh, cleaning the house, doing laundry, doing dishes, uh, mopping floors, uh,
Okay.
taking care of, like I said, if I have animals, cutting my fingernails. Uh,
Helping you get in the shower and stuff.
yes, exactly.
Does any of them stay with you?
Uh, I have one that
Oh,
stays with me.
okay, so how many hours are they supposed to work with you once they live in with you? Because I wanted to know that part too. Because Dovie was saying that even though she was there and she did her job, like she would start early in the mornings and so on, because she said she gets up early to pray and stuff. But even then, she was saying it's like a 24-hour type of work for her. How many hours are they supposed to work? Is it an all
Well,
day thing? Is it that they're supposed to work, let's say, 8 hours and the rest of the day belongs to them? How does it go? What's the setup like?
well, that's kind of the way it goes. I mean, uh, the state's the one that delegates the hours that I get, and then I can kind of delegate between the two of them of how many hours each one gets. Because, like I said, I have two. I don't have one, and I've got the one that I live with. I think she gets like 30 hours a week or 20 hours a week, and then the other one gets the other. I have 168 hours a month, so in total. So it's trying to divide that up, to who does the most and stuff. So
Okay, somebody in the chat says that that sounds like a maid, like some of the stuff that
well,
you know.
well, it kind of is, but you like in Oregon, you have to go to a class in order to get a provider's number to even take care of somebody to do home health. If you work in a nursing home, then you have to go to have classes on how to be a CNA. But doing home health, there's less requirements, but you can tailor it to the individual's needs. And I have to do, you know, when if I get somebody new, then I have to start over and explain to them, not only the task sheet but how to get things done, and where everything's at.
Okay, so as someone who used, oh Lord, give me 1 second. My phone is.
No worries. Hazel Diane, exactly. Leo gang, that could that happens actually quite a bit. You know, meanwhile,
I'm sorry about that.
oh, no worries. Um, Meanwhile, are you are you sure that she's living in cat piss, or is that just what Dovie's saying?
That's what a lot of people have been saying, that she's been lying and stuff. Hey, meanwhile, and again, let me pause. Happy birthday to you, our viewers of you. Happy birthday. Ow. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I got a call. I was saying, based on what you've heard so far, and for somebody who uses healthcare workers, um, would you say that what Dovie did yesterday was wrong for coming out and speaking about some of the stuff that was happening in the home that she worked?
I've got a few things that you said, Carrie, but not all of it. Can you repeat that?
Oh God.
No, you're good.
Let
It's
me type
just
this in English in
my
the chat.
yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me go a little bit slower. Um, as someone who uses healthcare workers, health aid workers, do you think how Dovie responded yesterday online, it was wrong of her to divulge some of the information about some of the stuff happening in the home?
Oh,
If it
absolutely.
were you, how would you feel? So that's a two-part question.
Oh, no, absolutely. And I've had people try that, and the company usually, well, I had to step in and say, "You realize what you're trying to tell everybody is against the HIPAA law, and you can be held accountable for that. And it's a felony if you get charged, if they decide to charge you with it, because the HIPAA law is federal, not state."
And how would you feel? That's the second part.
Oh, I was pissed about it. So I mean, there nobody needs to know what goes on with my care other than what I want put out. I mean, I can talk about whatever I want to, but you don't get that privilege.
Would if somebody was doing 'cause, okay, so she does YouTube. If you had someone in your home and that's something that you know or you knew beforehand that that's something she does, um, would you also be uncomfortable with her recording in your home? Because that was also one of the problems too. Because she asked Dovie not to record in her home, not to have the camera on in her home. So I can see how she would get upset at that. But how would you feel if somebody did that in your home?
Well, if they was up front with me about doing YouTube, which I'm sure that just uh, just read my book knew that Dovie did YouTube, but I would be very I would have said it up front. I don't want you recording or showing my house,
Okay, you
and
wouldn't
I
be
wouldn't.
comfortable.
I mean, I would still hire them, but I would make it clear that you don't get. If you want to do YouTube, that's fine, and you can talk to people while you're here when you have time.
Okay,
Remember
so
what I said? When
mhm,
you have time, your
right.
chores come first.
Somebody mentioned in the chat that light work is included in the on their task, but some people, like especially those who have these people come in, their understanding of light work may not be other people's understanding of light work, so they end up giving them a lot of strenuous stuff to do, harder stuff to do than they bargained for, and that is why some people left. And she did mention that a lot of people left, like people wouldn't stay with her. Dovie did
But,
mention that, and
well, and that's actually pretty common for that to happen too. That I'm not going to take it and say that it's always everything on a task list is all spelled out. There are gray areas in it, but usually you would have known that right after you started and seeing what the person was doing. And it's my understanding that Dobie was came there in like April
yeah, she.
until now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, she would have already known all that stuff by now
Mm-hmm.
because usually within the first few days,
First, you
you
would know
you
within the week what you're about to deal with. To
right
know what time
right
to stay.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
if it was that bad then, and you stuck around, and it's August, what's happening? What are we missing here?
Yeah,
What parts of the story are we missing? And Jamaican Girl, there's a comment on the screen. Jamaican Girl says everything at a patient's home should be confidential, especially their medical condition.
right.
Jamaican Girl, you're right. So like we found out quite a number of stuff yesterday just listening to her live stream. And well, I started hearing stuff when the cops came and she was reporting. So like certain things came up that we heard. It's unfortunate that we heard, especially that situation with the panty liners, the sweat, stuff about her not breathing, like she can't walk or do stuff for too long. So we heard a few things, you know, unfortunately. So yeah, that part we didn't. But it's already gone through the gate. We heard some of the stuff. That
Well,
was unfortunate.
yeah, well, and you bring up the police officers that came, and I'm pretty disappointed with the officers that came because when I'm sure that just reading my book told them that she's disabled, and and what I heard Dobie say said that she would that just read my book was disabled. There should have been red flags to them that they needed to check on things a little bit more than what they did.
That those police officers were tired because they came there from what I heard like 3 or 4 times already. That's crazy. And the first time that she came out there, according to Dove, that they came out there, according to Dovie, was when they had an argument about panty liners. That was the first time she called the cops because there was an argument about her. They were having a conversation about using panty liners and, oh, you're, how old are you? Are you still seeing your period? And why are you wearing it? Oh, I'm wearing it for this. Oh, does that mean you're frowsy? You're smelling. Do you know how to spell? It was a whole situation. So a blow up actually occurred, and according to Dovie, I gotta say, according to Dovie, the cops were called because Just Read My Book says she was not gonna have her talking to her any kind of way in her home. Now that should have been something for you to say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't stay around here. You know, maybe
Right.
I shouldn't be here. This is a red flag right here. You should have
Well,
been left that woman's house, you know?
well, in fairness, you know, Dovie's been doing videos from there ever since she got there, correct?
Yeah.
Um, Now, Just Read My Book may have been trying to tell her that, I don't care if you do them, you just don't show my house. And then all of a sudden, she started showing the house, and that builds up,
Yeah, I
and
can
she
see how
might
that
be
would cause
doing
a
it
problem too. Yeah.
right, but still, you know, well, I mean, as even before I became a paraplegic, I've had people come and live with me. It's a real pain in the ass. Um, and I've had people stick around for almost a year. In fact, the first time, actually had to move my family to another house and say, "You can't come," and that was the only way I could get rid of them. And that was a family member,
Wow.
you know. But if Just Read My Book, if she owns that house, you don't get that option.
Okay, I got you.
So, you know, but anyway, you know,
Well, thank you, James, for coming to give your side, your take on the situation, especially as someone who uses the services of healthcare health aid workers. Is there anything else you want to say before you go?
nope.
Okay,
And
well,
I appreciate you listening, and I trying to be fair, but I still think, well, I've started to say, I don't know, it's starting to sound like a ploy, but I don't know, or a play for them just so that Dovie could leave. But I don't know exactly everything that's going on, other than what the information that I had yesterday. But it's starting to sound, because just the way when Dovie left, about how the interaction was.
yeah, so we're waiting. Well, Just Read My Book has a channel, so maybe we'll hear from her, one of
Oh,
these.
really?
Yeah, she does. I remember her. Yeah, she has a channel, so maybe we'll hear more about it when she decides to go live on her channel and speaks. Um, who knows? We'll be here talking, and maybe they even became friends, or who knows
Yeah.
if they
Well,
talked it out
and
last night or this morning. Who knows?
right, and I did hear rumors, and it's true, because seen big blow ups with YouTube people before, and then they get back together like a couple of days later too.
Yeah, that.
So, and that's why I would say that it's a play if that happens.
Okay. Okay, I got you.
So, with that, thank you, Carrie.
I appreciate you for coming up, James. Thank you so much for clicking the link.
All right, no problem. Talk
Okay.
to you later.
All right. Take care. All right. So that was James. James came up to, give his opinion on the situation. That was a lot yesterday. I don't know. I had mixed feelings about the situation yesterday. Strictly Platinum says Dovie thought she could take advantage of Just Read My Book. Somebody had said earlier on that they think that they are both using each other, and it could be possible too that they're both using each other. Because wow, you had a whole other address. Why wasn't she staying at that other address you used? Why did you use another address and not yours? Is it so that you could help her to get a job so she could stay there? Some people are saying, I don't feel bad for Just Read My Book. You met a total stranger, somebody who you may have spoken to a few times in her live or a few times off the phone on the phone, and you invited a whole stranger to your home. So you brought this to yourself. So some people say they don't feel bad for her. Some people say they don't feel bad for Dovie because Dovie's always having some issue with her living arrangements. As a matter of fact, she should have left her home the moment that woman, called the cops on her, or the moment she realized that it wasn't a comfortable situation. Why did you decide to stay there? So it's like, it's different. You're going to have different views. And here goes Leo. Leo says, respect the lady's house. Respect the lady's house and don't turn the camera on. Simple. And if you can't, right. So if you can't abide by the rules of her home, leave. And that woman made it very clear yesterday she didn't want Dovie in her home. Once that L word got on, once she said, leave, you are not going to put that V in before I pack my stuff and leave. So a lot of people are saying you should have left. You should have left. And also, I agree with that part about, filming in people's homes. Yes, you're doing according to you your work. It's something you do. Dovie, speaking about that, I hope somebody helped Dovie. For somebody who is close to Dovie, I hope you guys helped her to put commercials in that live stream yesterday because she got quite a number of views on that bad boy. Okay, so I hope you guys helped her to put those commercials in. Okay, so if somebody tells you they're not comfortable with you filming in their home, don't do it. It's their home. Yes, it's your device. Yes, it's your channel, but it's their home. So if they're not comfortable with you doing that, just abide by their wishes because it's their home. Do that. But it's unfortunate that police had to keep coming there. At one point, while Dovie was on live, the cops came. She called the cops because she was plugging in her charger for her device and Just Read My Book, plugged it out and threw it at her. So things could have gotten physical there. A lot could have happened yesterday. A lot could have happened. You hear me? Views of You says Dovie has the sense of entitlement, and even broke folks can have it. They do. Views of You says Dovie's mentally delayed. Jamaican Girl says, even if you've been doing something in my home for a year, when I say stop, you need to stop. Right. So even if it has been cool and I was cool, because there are quite a number of times that Just Read My Book was cool with her doing it, because we've heard her in the background laughing and having fun and being a part of the conversations when Dovie clicks a link. But if she says stop, stop, it's her home. So I can agree with that. You know, I can agree with that. I can see that. Especially, I wouldn't want nobody filming in my home. I'm not even going to hold you back on that one. A Views of You says, but Just Read wanted to be in the videos. I'm almost sure I saw a video with both of them. Was it a short that I saw? So do you think she was giving her mixed signals? She wanted to be in the videos, then she didn't want to be in it. She was okay with her recording, then she wasn't okay with her recording. Child, I would have been in my car seated doing my live streams. If the woman says don't record in my car, in my home, I would be sitting in my car recording. I would find somewhere to go drive. Go to, where's that? Where did my go get some free Wi-Fi somewhere and record? Just to keep peace while you're in the woman's home. A Views of You says she should have never let her do it from the beginning. That's true too. I'm not sure what this is in relation to Hazel. What if she done all? I'm not sure. Maybe it's a follow-up. Oh, what if she did all this to make sure she had enough money for next month? Maybe. Who knows? We've only been hearing one side of the whole situation. I want to hear the other side. you know. Meanwhile, meanwhile says, just read my book should have known Dovie gives zero fuck. Well, she saw what Dovie gives. She knew what Dovie gives. She knew it. She's been watching her, and she decided to have her come there. So she's partially to be blamed. Okay. Jamaican girl says, "Oh, let me drop the link if anybody wants to come up." So, this story blew away everybody else's beef sector story because there was no more of We're not hearing any more about the Nina and what's her name? What's her name? Uppity Negro. We're not hearing about Kiki's. We're not hearing about Kiki's meet up with Octavius. We're not hearing all those other stories that were on the forefront. They got erased as soon as that big blow up happened yesterday. Okay. Does anybody even remember the other stories going on in the beef sector right now? There was even an interview yesterday over there by VS. Duchess Kelly Love had an interview. I was trying to watch that also this morning. Didn't get to finish it, so I'm gonna go back if it's still up to finish watching that. There were so many things happening yesterday, but Dovie's story blew everyone's out. You hear me? Hold on, let me see. Jamaican girl says it could be as simple as leaving your shoes at the front door. Once I say stop doing it, stop. That's right, it's her home. Meanwhile, says Dovie's gonna do whatever she wants to do. Do you know that some people say they don't believe that Dovie has a house coming up in 2 weeks because she had said something about another home in Florida that some people are still asking about. Didn't you say you were approved for another apartment somewhere in Florida? How did you end up getting another apartment up this side, you know? So we'll just wait to see. Oh, what the fuck, yeah. Okay, Hazel says, I stopped letting folks live with me after I had to evict my mother-in-law after living with us and refusing to help. And she kept in, ooh, girl, it's the worst thing to live somewhere or have somebody in your home and they invite people there. You're not going to feel comfortable, especially because you don't know the people that they're inviting there. You don't know what kind of drama those people are taking to your home. You don't know what type of situation those people are in. You don't know if they're in a gang. You don't know absolutely no background information about this person. You don't know if they're in mixed up with the wrong type of people and those people could, be following them to your home. You never know. You'd be in your home thinking you're in the comfort of your home. A full out brawl could happen. A whole freaking murder could happen on the other side of your home, and you didn't even know what's happening. People start coming to your home and stuff. It's your home is your sanctuary. So I can see how you would do that, Hazel. At least let me know who is coming to my home. At least let me know. Keep on inviting people. I'm in my home. I can't walk around comfortably because I'm going to come out of my room and see someone in my living room. I can't walk around in my towel because I don't know who's going to be out there. You're going to always be on edge, and it's your own home. You're supposed to be comfortable in your own home. So I can see why you would have evicted that person, especially because you already have your in-law there and you're going to have complete strangers there. You don't know what people do. Some people are, oh, girl, that would, the audacity of her talking shit and using the woman's electricity. Leah says the audacity. Woo. Hazel says, imagine going downstairs and it's a random neighbor in my kitchen. Right. And you know what? They sometimes they do it and you will say, come on, I don't want people coming in my home. I don't know them and stuff. And they'll look at you like you're the crazy one. Well, bitch, if you want somebody to come visit you, go find your own space. That's how I view it. Not because I'm being kind to you and having you stay here doesn't mean you do whatever you want to do. Go visit them at their home. How about that? I'm not even trying to be mean. God. Strictly said we don't care about that. Leah says, I don't believe there's an apartment.
Okay, let me see. Good morning, everyone. But Dovie was paying rent. She actually has rights. Squatters' rights, child. She's been paying rent. You know what? It's surprising though that there was actually no actual paperwork. You know, like you were inviting this person to come live with you. Why didn't you have some type of an agreement to say, okay, this is how much you're gonna pay while you're here. These are some of the stipulations why you live at my home. You know, something. I don't know what verbal agreement they have. Why was there nothing written? You know, as somebody who, as Dovie said, owned, no, well, not owned, um, was running a property management company, I think, or something like that. Why didn't you have anything written? Is it because you gave another address? Because Dovie said it was another address she had on her paperwork. So is that the reason why you didn't, have any agreement or have anything to show? Okay, she paid, because Dovie kept saying that she paid $300, as well as she gave her something off the card, to contribute to other stuff around the house. So I don't know. She kept mentioning the card. And I'm like, the card? You gave her the card. She kept saying she gave her the card to do other stuff. So I'm not sure what's going on there with that card. You know? So that's interesting. Lovebug says, I had to kick someone out of my home. I was willing to go to jail. I told her and the police I am good with going to jail. Wow. I wish that never happens to me. I wouldn't know what to do. To be honest, I would, if I invited someone to my home, I would make it very clear before they came there, whatever conversations we were having beforehand, if I was on the phone or whatever, speaking to you and telling you that, I'm inviting you to my home, I will tell you before you came there, okay, you're only coming for 2 weeks or a week. I would make sure, there was something set before. And then when they got there, I would also, make sure you remember I said 2 weeks. I would. We would have to speak on the arrangements. Right. We would have to speak on the arrangements prior to, as well as when you got to the location. I'm telling you, because we have both have to be clear. And I'll also let you know some of the reasons why, if some of these, let me say, rules in air quotes, or not, if you didn't abide by them, that you'll have to go. You know, it's my home. Jamaican girl says, I have my rules up front. I don't care how much you're paying. No guest in my home, period. There you go. There you go. I was watching, who was it? Judge Judy. I like watching those types of shows. Maybe it's because I wanted to do law at some part. Whatever. So Judge Judy was doing something similar. I was watching this like 2 or 3 days ago. These little piss and teal girls. She had one 30-year-old and another teenager. Out a mom, and they had their home, and those two women lived there. A teenager, I don't remember how old she was, if it was 18 or something like that. And they met some dudes online. They met two guys online who they were conversing with for, maybe they were, like a month or two online, and they swore they were in love. And the first time they decided to meet, they wanted to come meet at her home. And the mother was like, no, I don't want them coming. I don't know these people. You go meet them wherever. Do you know that those guys came down? I think they came from Texas, if I'm not wrong, um, to come to her home. The daughters claim, oh, they have in their Airbnb. The mom found out that they were out there sleeping in their cars, and the daughters were sneaking them in at nights for them to like shower and all of those other stuff. So she found that out later on. I'm like, look at that. You met these people online and you went against my wishes. You went, I'm your mother. I am your mom. And I told you I don't want these people. I don't know these guys. Matter of fact, she was nice enough to allow them to come to some cookout or something at the back of the yard that they had. So that was okay. But apparently the mom wasn't feeling their vibration. She was like, no, I don't want them here. Those girls still had those unkept looking dudes come. Those dudes look like they needed showers and stuff. They just didn't look like they took care of themselves and stuff. When you ask what type of work you were, you hear some of the jobs that they did, and I'm like, I'm not knocking anybody's jobs, but you could tell they weren't settled enough. At least, let them build themselves and stuff. Those two girls, they fell out with their mom because their mom and stepdad told them they don't want those guys in the house. Do you know they moved out and went to live with those guys? It was crazy. They trashed their mom's house because they were upset with her because she wouldn't let them stay there. That's what they did. And I'm like, are you going to tell me you found some internet peen and you went against your mom who carried you for 9 months? Are you crazy? It doesn't matter if she was somebody who was, got on your nerves a few times. That's still your mom. That is still your mom. And you did all of that? Child, one of them got pregnant. It was a whole thing. I like watching Judge Judy. I like watching sometimes I like watching ooh, listen, do you think we're gonna see a case? Judge Joe Brown. Not Judge Joe Brown. Ooh, not Brown. Why can't I remember that other judge's name? Judge Brown, Joe Brown stuff. Oh, Judge Mattis. Yeah, Judge Mattis. Are we gonna see this beef sector trial? Are we gonna see this on Judge Mattis' child? Are we gonna see that? Leo says it's the middle of the month. How much is she looking to get back? That's a good question. Because Just Read My Book says she's already finished that $300. Okay, $300 is nothing. Lovebug says, well, in North Carolina, you don't need paperwork. The girl I kicked out was visiting, never paid rent, but she kept extending her stay with excuses. Lovebug, you are too loving. You don't let 30 days. Do not let 30 days. Do not allow a friend or a stranger or family member to exceed 3 weeks in your home. You hear me? Well, you have family, that's fine, but you have to have some type of arrangements when you see 3 weeks coming up. It's unfortunate that you have to do that because, some people have friends that they really want to help out and stuff. I get that, but you have to lay down the law very early. She kept extending her stay with excuses. My rules were set up front. That's why she had to go. Okay, there you go. Heatwave is reminding you to like the video. Please like this video, guys. Please like this live stream, I mean. Lovebug says, I felt Deanna last night when she said, once she say get out, I believe her. Did you hear Deanna last night? Deanna said she would have been beating her the hell out. But I don't know. I was on the panel, but I don't know if I missed it. If Dovie had actually made a comment about Deanna, I don't know if I missed it. I may have, but I think Deanna's going to be on her ass sometime today, probably. I don't know. Lovebug says, I felt last night when she said, once I say get out, you got to get out. You can walk out or get carried out. Deanna was firm in her. She said, listen, she doesn't care about what is legal or not. If I say get out of my house, get out, or I'll beat you out there. And we all know Deanna. But it's unfortunate though, once somebody has been in your home for a while, that you have to legally evict them though. Some people don't do that legal shit. They don't got time for that. If they say go, go. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, we want to hear more about the card of Views of You. There was something wrong. Is Dovication still gonna happen? Ciao. I think I missed it. A View is a View. I really do, and I was there. And I'm like, what did she say? Did I miss it? Did you guys hear what she said? What did she say about Deanna? I want to know what she said. She was reading the chat and picked out certain folks. Oh, okay, got you. I got you. She was okay. I was talking shit like everyone else, and when she saw my name, she said, "Hello, of you." I was confused. Listen, I don't know, Dovie. Dovie, you got some mods over there who were blocking people and timing people out. They were using the opportunity, because it was over 1,000 people. They were using the opportunity to get their personal who they hated or didn't like. Some people, they were timing people out. They were blocking people for nothing. They were over there going ham yesterday. And I called the name yesterday. I don't know for sure if it's her, but I think it's her. Dive in. Don't tie me out of Dovie's chat. It's not your page. It's not your page. Why do people think when they get wrenches that they own the content creator's page? It's not your page. It's not. You didn't work to build a channel. Stop. I can't even because it's too early. Stop messing people's pages up. The page doesn't belong to you. The content creator trust you to moderate for them. They didn't say take over my page, block my supporters. People may have, even those people who got timed out or even blocked could have also been people who were going to donate to her yesterday. You never know. You never know. And this is why a lot of people don't drop down in people's chats, and they much prefer to stay in the clouds, because they see other people complaining about mods, or they see how the mods operate. I'm over there typing. I never used to drop down much in Dovie's chat because of Just Read My Book was a mod there, and I'm not too fond of her, you know. So I didn't go over there much, or I'll watch in the clouds, or I'll just say hi sometimes, and that's it. There are other really cool mods over there, though, you know. But then I was typing all cool yesterday because I was in that live from, it started. And I've been in and out, and I've been typing cool the whole time. Then I noticed I went back and I was typing, and I saw the thing came up saying a moderator or the owner of the channel has timed you out. And I'm like, bitch, who timed me out? And I know I have diving blocks, so she could still see me as a mod. I know you blocked me, bitch. Well, not block, time me out. You finally got to do something with that imaginary control, or you bitch. I can't stand the witch. You only need a freaking broom right now to be the perfect witch that you are. I can't stand you. That's why I blocked you, because you're a witch. You got negative energy that follows you every time. And that's why I blocked your ass, so I couldn't see you. And I don't always block people. I just block some people with their negative energy. I don't want to see you. Normally, I'm okay because I don't care. This is just virtual stuff. So I don't care. But I knew you were blocking me. Timing me out. And that's why I kept typing in there. I said, this is not your channel, Divin. Stop timing me out. It's not your channel. Stop moderating with your personal feelings involved. The fuck? Go use your channel. Use your channel. And exert your power and authority over there. That's not your channel. People need to stop thinking that they have power when they have wrenches. You're supposed to be moderating for the channel owner. It's the channel holder that you're modding for, not yourself. And you know what? I have mods here on my page. I gave them the wrench because I trusted them. And half of them, they were here from when I just started my channel. They can time people out. They can block people. They should know what I like or not like. And especially if you come over here disrespecting them, and they can give you warnings and stuff, don't do this, don't do that, or, if you come in there disrespecting them, they can time you out or block you. I gave them the wrench because I trusted them. But at the same time, they know that I have an open policy over here. My panels are open because I don't care that much. I don't get in my feelings that much about stuff happening in the beef sector. I came in here knowing and, acknowledging that everyone won't have the same feelings about stuff. Everybody is going to think differently. And I can't get upset with people who don't share my views. What would be the reason for that? You have to allow people to feel how they feel about a topic. So I've always opened my panel. I remember when I started doing my first open panel, it was because people had stuff to say. They were over there by the lady over San Antonio, and they couldn't speak their true feelings about the celebrity pig. So they couldn't speak their true feelings over there in her chat. And I came over here and everything people typed in the chat, the San Antonio, oh no, don't say that, no. And I'm like, people have confused. That woman spoke ill of you and treated you all sorts of way. And because she started nosing around over to your channel, you got starstruck and wanted to be friends with her. But not everybody was comfortable with it. And they wanted to say it. I opened my panel. And when I say open, it means open. Be open-minded sometimes and allow people to have different views. I don't have to feel the same way you feel. I don't like being, having to walk on eggshells and afraid to say my views on something. Whatever. I went all the way off. Let me come back. Hey, Ronnie Q. Good show last night, Ronnie Q. Leo says she wasn't even spending the night in my home. Thank you, Heatwave. I want to learn to speak English. I also want to fix my ugly face, which is behind this avatar. Please donate to the Fix a Girl's Face avatar. Please donate to the Very Carrie You Need to Speak English Foundation.
Very Carrie needs your help. All the dumb bitch does is speak patois. We need to help her forget all about her culture so she can speak with an American accent and fit in. Please contribute to the Learn to Speak English Foundation and get her enrolled in the Rosetta Stone courses. Classes are starting soon. She will learn grammar, accent training, vocabulary building and formation of sentences to name a few. Please help the poor dumb bitch. Help her enroll in an English class today. Cash App $Carrie Ray 16. We now return to regular programming.
Just 10 cents a day will help Very Carrie learn how to speak English. Help her. She is a poor, dumb bitch who didn't learn proper English in school. The English system back in her country is trash. I'm not going to speak bad about my girl, bye. Girl, a bitch been reading since 2.5. Okay. I was reading by 3. Okay. Let me go back to the chat. Where was I? Love Bug says, views of you. I told the police I'm about this life. Oh, that's when you were saying that you are willing to go to jail. Leah says Dovie is on her Dovication right now. You said I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. I didn't laugh at all. Ronnie. Oh, keep Carrie housed. She doesn't live anywhere. She lives with her family. She has to whisper when she is in the house. So if you are shouting at her on her own panel, she can't answer because she has to whisper. Please help Carrie to get a home. Do I have an ad for that too? Oh, you could probably send her home back. Hold on.
This portion of the show is brought to you by the Go Home Very Carrie Foundation. For all the Black Karens that want to contribute to ticket and luggage costs, please send cash apps to $Carrie Ray 16. We now go back to regular scheduled programming.
I only got coconut trees. Carrie is living in a coconut tree. Carrie lives in a coconut tree. Please help her find a home. She needs your help. She didn't sell enough coconuts this week. Help her find a home so she doesn't have to sleep on these coconut branches anymore. Thank you. Let me go back to this chat real quick. Oh, and I'm dropping the link too. Let me go back to this chat. I want to read these comments real quick. Oh, child. Help the poor child. Hold on, let me see. Oh, let me go through these comments real quick. You heard she's no longer a mod? I don't know why people don't learn about her. Where was I? I was over another sector where somebody was cussing her out. I don't remember who he was, if it was Octavius or it was some male some months ago. because she was doing something with that wrench over there, and she got unmodded, and there was a whole video done on her. People need to learn. Rita spoke about diving to you guys. Don't you guys learn before modding her up? She's crazy. She is. Ronnie Q says it was diving because Rita and Rickweed were blocked too. Ooh, she was on a blocking spree over there, huh? Dovie took diving's wrench while that live was going on too. Oh, it was wild alive. Girl, I'm like that. I was trying to send super stickers. Well, Dovie wouldn't have seen that because she was in her own zone yesterday. I'm like, this bitch timed me out. And she didn't time me out once. She timed me out twice. And I'm like, oh, is there a reason why she didn't block me, why she's timing me out? Who else could have done? Because I don't know. I know a few other mods over there. And I'm like, I don't recall having any problems with the other moderators over there that I can think of, whether or not they like me or not. But I'm like, who else? And then, of course, you saw people speaking to Diving in the chat. And I'm like, it's that bitch. It's that witch. It's her. She's the one doing it. People don't learn that she switches and she has, I don't know. That's so serious. That girl she's crazy. Oh, we got another one. Please donate to the Change Very Carries Accent Foundation. Help her to fit in. Help her to sound like everybody else. She wants to forget her culture so she can fit in and so people don't attack her. Please help to change her accent. Thank you. That was a PSA. Hey, Mandisa. Hey, everybody coming in. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. Lovebug says, by the time it gets ugly, there's no turning back. It's too late. I like Dovie, but she felt when the situation changed. But she felt, you got to leave when you're not welcome. It's dangerous. It's true. I think, at one point we thought it was going to get physical over there, especially with the first time, because you heard the cops asking if there are any marks or anything on her when that charger was thrown on her. Because at one point, the cops were tired. They're like, if we come back out here again, we're going to have to, somebody's getting locked up. It was crazy to be having to come deal with something with two 50-odd-year-old women. It was like child's play. So Bomb, she got fired from what I heard. She doesn't keep wrenches long. I don't know if she still has a wrench over there by her mom's page, though. Her mom. Yes, she did, Leo. Let me go through these comments real quick. Yes, she did, Lovebug. Hey, Hood Therapy. Good morning. Let me see. Folks get so protective. Please hit the like. Thank you. In my Clyde Diva voice. Help Carrie be housed. Dimmy. Is it Dimmy or Dimmy? I think it's Dimmy. It's 2 M's. Dimmy. Oh, what is scary? Abuse says she blocked me before and I was like, bitch, I've been kicked out of better places. Listen, I've had Diving blocked for months now. For months. Because I don't want to deal with her energy I didn't want to deal with that. I don't know. There's just something off about her. There's just something off. I don't know how many personalities she has, but there's something going on right there. And I can't deal with it. I have to dig too far to get my ancestors to deal with her. So I'm like, let them sleep and be in peace. I'm not going to set them on her. Let them sleep. Let them rest. But there's just something wrong with her. And I'm like, no. So I blocked her. And every time I heard she got a new page, I blocked those two. I don't want to see her. Even though I'm also very good at ignoring people, but I blocked her. So I guess she's upset that I blocked her. You weren't upset when you were over here clicking my link, though, when I started my channel. You weren't upset when you used to be over here all up in my channel, though. You freaking witch. 10 cents a day can help Very Carrie. 10 cents a day can help her with accent training so she can speak with, that accent. Yeah, it's a 2.0. Somebody said that earlier on that she's on her cation right now. Leo says paying $300 for rent is definitely a vacation. Foot Soldier, she did come back live last night, so we saw her in her hotel room. Yeah, we did. I'm not gonna. Yeah, we saw her in the hotel room, and I hope she doesn't show too much while she's in that hotel room, because people will be looking through that room and pick up, like, this thing. They'll pick stuff up and figure out which hotel, where you're staying, Dovie. So be careful about that part. You know how they do here in the View sector. So we did see her there. I think she's supposed to be there for 2 days. So hopefully she, calls that company, to see if she could, get in that apartment earlier than the 2 weeks that, they gave her. So she did turn her camera on last night. Yes, she did. Demi, hold on. I hope you guys can hear the ambulance and the cops and whatever passing by here. Hold on. I'm trying to give Demi something real quick. Hold on. Where is it? I can never find it when I need it. There we go. Come on, guys. There you go. Yes, the jellies are sweet. Yes, they are. Take a sip real quick. I'm passing this through. I don't serve alcohol. I only serve up coconut water over here. The meat is just as good when you eat it this way. Not the dried coconuts. It's in this form. We call it jelly. Okay, take a sip real quick, guys. Take a sip. Take a glass. Pass the glass around to the other few people in here. It's cool. Start your day this way without coffee. You'll be fine. Okay, there you go. I'm hoping I was a good host, giving you cool drinks and stuff. Okay. Right, Leo. Her and her mom were the same age. She was fired from her mom too? Oh, yeah, say. What? I didn't know that. I didn't know. I wouldn't know because I don't go over there. The church lady. Hey, good morning, the church lady. Pissy panty liners, cat spraying, and hair raising. It was a lot going on over there. Oh, you didn't get timed out, so maybe she likes. Oh, you stayed in the bushes. Man, I'm gonna stay in more bushes. I probably should, and keep my ass quiet, because some mods make you not want to drop in some chats. I'm telling you the truth. So sometimes people, when you don't see people in some chats, it's not that they don't support you anymore. Sometimes it's a mod or two. Don't think it's not support. We're supporting from the clouds. Okay. Foot Soldier says she hasn't learned anything from that Vegas girl situation. Who? Oh, okay. Demi says, I can't. Oh, I can't stand her. Oh no, your basement flooded? Oh no, heat wave. I hope there's somebody there to help you. Sorry to hear that. Oh no. Girl, don't go falling in that water, child. So be careful down there. Hey to everybody coming in. Hey, I'm seeing LaShonda. The church lady says, I shot the sheriff. Oh, you heard it? They're so loud when they pass through here. And then it's like way over there. I don't know. It's so loud. It's not as loud as when you're in. Child. Her daughter gets fired everywhere she goes. And even if she's a nice person, nobody else would know, because when her other personalities kick in, she's a witch. You hear me? I don't know how she has a whole mother and they're the same age. When did she pop her out? She popped her out at what? 1, 2? That was a weird situation, mother and daughter type shit. That was crazy. I don't get it. I don't even know how that. I heard about that. Excuse me. Hold on 1 second. I don't know how that. Ooh. I don't know how that. I can't. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I think that's it. I don't you know who I want to hear? I think Lovely Love did a live said she doesn't care what happened. She doesn't feel sorry for Lovely. And she's one of the persons who's been saying this for months now, like, what are you still doing on that woman's couch over there? Get up off it. You remember Lovely was always saying that, you know? And here we are today. Well, yesterday. Okay, Heatwave. Okay. Yeah, so Lovely Love's been saying you've been on that woman's couch. I never believed it. I didn't know she was actually sleeping on the couch until yesterday when Dovie mentioned it. But she said it in a way like, oh, they both just, laid out there on the couch like at nights and stuff. And I'm like, okay. So there's a 3 bedroom, according to you, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Okay, let's say 2 rooms are there. Her daughter, she says, is there sometimes. And the one room that's downstairs where you're supposed to stay, she didn't prepare it for you so you could stay there. And even if it wasn't clean enough for your liking, you didn't, okay, say, have a conversation with her to say, okay, I'll clean it up since, I can't be out in your living room like this. That was kind of weird. Wasn't that like signing up for you to know that they didn't want you there? I got somebody in the back. Is this hello?
Pick
Cation
me
20.
up off the floor. Pick pick me up off the floor. Pick me up off the floor. Why you got me on the floor? Pick me up off the floor. Why you throw me on the floor, Carrie? You so mean to me.
My cheeks hurt. I I listen, guys. I didn't see a name behind here. Once I saw the carefree, I'm like, this is something only Ronnie Q or Face Yaya would do. So that's why I called the name. I guessed it was one of them. I knew it would have been her.
Carrie, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you something. Carrie, if in 2 weeks there is no apartment, I will be so done with Dovie.
I know, right? Because you helped her. You helped her. Thanks to you. Who was the other person who came up after you? I'm not talking about Sir King. There was somebody else who was it. Thanks,
Sassy.
thanks
Hmm.
to you too, because I don't know what Dovie would have done. Because she didn't seem like she was, working. So I don't know if she had planned to knock the whole night to figure out how to get in. But I'm happy you guys kind of like led her, or trying to figure out what to do next. But I can see
Yeah,
get upset though.
and I didn't when I got there, I had went to LSA, and they were talking about it. I was like, oh well, let me go over here, and I went to the video before that, and I was like, it does. I said, but they're not live because the chat wasn't live. And then I went back out, and then I found the live. And when I got there, see, I didn't see any of the cop calling. I didn't say anything before. When I got there, Dovey was sitting outside. So that's why I had so many questions for her. And I wanted to be clear about what was going
And you
on.
were concerned about her being in the heat out there.
And I had went to Deanna's page because we were supposed to be reviewing a movie, and I wanted to know what time. And then I heard Deanna's live, and I was like, "What?" And then I went to Lipstick Alley, and then I came over. So when I found her, she was outside. It was so hot, and when I went to the wrong live, I thought I had missed the live, put it that way. And then I went to ODS because he had it in the title. And then somebody in ODS chat said that she was still live and had 1,000 people. That's when I finally got there. I forgot about
Oh,
ODS.
oh.
So I was just trying to be helpful. I did not want her to have a fight. I heard from Deanna Irving that just read my book's problem was her, having the camera on inside her house. And when she was outside, I was like, okay, well, let's handle this. Let's get her away from the house. But girl, when she knocked on the door and got inside the house, and the next time she showed herself, she was sitting down on that dang on sofa or chair or whatever.
I was dying with laugh. I was laughing. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, Dovie is in. She's not leaving right now. Dovie planted herself. I think I typed it in the channel. She's not leaving.
And then I just had to, and then a couple of people were getting mad with me. I mean, like you gotta have some comic relief with it. I mean, I was like, Dobie sitting down, she got her feet kicked up on the ottoman, she ain't going nowhere. But that was not my intentions. Everybody know that was not my intentions. I said, go in there, get your purse, get your medicine, and get out. And then even when she decided to get some clothes, I said, get a few things and get out. And then she had been in there so long, then I was like, well, take everything, like so she don't have to go back. But Dovie is something else, and if she better have an apartment. That's why I asked her, when you get your apartment, are are you gonna need rent money then? Because Sassy was asking her what all she needed, so I wanted it to not be revisiting this situation. So that's why I made sure to ask her. But she said she had that money, so
Yeah,
there should be no revisit.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, when I saw her going, I said, okay, she's seated. She's in. So I think what Dovie was trying to do was to ride out that 2 weeks. She was trying to ride out the storm, whatever happened. She was gonna stay there for the 2 weeks, despite how she was talking to her and stuff. She was saying, "Well, my apartment is not gonna be ready for 2 weeks, so I'm gonna be staying here." I think she made her mind up that she was gonna stay there. So when
Well, put
in yesterday, I don't think she was worried anymore about being outside or anything. But I think just reading my book was inside listening to the live. She was actually
and
listening.
hmm
When
and
she heard
that's
medication and stuff. Go ahead.
it, well, Foot Soldier says there's no apartment, Ronnie Q. Sorry. There's a lot of people who don't feel that there really
Yeah, they
is
said
an
there's no
apartment.
apartment. But
He was
Leo said,
like,
Get ready," because her spider senses are saying, there's none.
but
So
she
we're just
said,
gonna have to wait to see, though.
and she also said she already had the money for that apartment because Sassy was trying to understand exactly what she needed until she got ready to go into the apartment. So I was like, wait a minute. So when you move in, are you going to have to pay any money? No, 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 no. I got that money. So if Dovie come back, I'm done. Just
Yeah,
done.
you're gonna feel some kind of way, to know
Mm-hmm.
that you were helping her, and then she went back. But at the same time, though, I'm hoping that we don't hear about other. Oh, Foot Soldier is coming up. Foot Soldier is gonna let you know there's no apartment, child. Let me make sure it's her. Hold on. If you have your earbuds in, be careful. Hold on. Is that you, Foot Soldier? I gotta make sure it's her. You're on mute, Foot Soldier.
Can y'all hear me?
Okay,
We
we
hear you.
got. Good morning.
Good morning.
I sound very low.
You're fine.
Oh, we can hear.
You're fine.
Huh?
You're fine. We hear you well.
I turned up my volume.
No,
Yeah,
you're
No, wait
good.
a
very
minute.
clear on our end, but I don't know if you have another. Do you have another window open? Are you having a feedback, an echo?
No, no, I'm just on the phone.
Okay, you're cool. Go
No, we hear you fine.
Can I speak on beef sector business because I'm not beef sector? When I
ahead.
do speak on beef sector business, this is what I get. But so they're not beef sector.
Perfect.
And then I was documented in the beef sector by Quani. So is it cool?
I don't give rules to strangers. You say what you want to say. It's the World Wide Web.
Listen, Ronnie Q, I think of you as the most informative person in the beef sector. You mean to tell me you don't know that there's no apartment? This is the most apartment that's been you go to
On
another
hold
state and
and
you have
pushed
no,
back.
so now you have an apartment in another state. Prior to this, people must forget Dovie did a video when she was at her daughter's. Remember, she said, I got an apartment in 2 weeks. So I congratulated her. Next time
Mm-hmm.
I seen Dovie in an apartment, it's a roach. Listen, it's a roach going across the counter and she kills it. So I'm like, did she bring the roach there so she don't have to stay there? Then she was back at her daughter's. Next thing I
Mm-hmm.
know, she's on a train or plane or wherever she was, saying that she had no way of getting to her destination, right?
I remember all
What
of
happened to
this.
that apartment where the roach
I
was?
remember the previous apartment that she was supposed to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, she probably cussed me out, but that's okay. I'm
I
just,
remember.
you have to, we have to go to how we got here. You
Mm-hmm.
understand me? So you have to go back to where we are here. I wish everybody stopped calling this lady a scammer. Let me tell you why. Just Read My Book is getting what Just Read My Book is getting because of her so called falsifying paperwork, as Dovie said. If that's true or not, no shade, just read my book.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it. I would whip ass. You, if I asked you to do something so simple as not show my house, I have never seen Just Read whole house until Dovie moved in. Every time we
Right.
see Just Read on the panel, she's in one room, right?
Right.
So you're showing, y'all not listening to what Just Read was fussing about. You're showing her apartment, not only that, her house or whatever. You're talking about her to other people. So you already set the stage for she wants me out, so let me go on live and give everybody a reason why that she want me out is because she drinks. Everybody know Just Read drinks, right? It's her house.
Mm-hmm.
If she wake up 6 o'clock in the morning and drink, she can do that. But you're there still filming. So where is all this sympathy for her to find a place to stay for the night to get away from Just Read before Just Read killed her? But y'all didn't hear what Just Read said. In the background, she said, I'm not gonna lose. I have a lot to lose. So she threw the
But let me
cord
tell you
at her. I
this.
don't think it hit her, but I would have do
Let me th-
fists.
Let me tell you this, foot soldier. Like I said, I got on there when Dovie was outside. So all the panty liner stuff, the police, I didn't see any of all of that in all of what was said about her personal business. So that's I want to let you know that I still haven't seen it. I have just heard about it through it being talked about in the chat and Dovie repeating it again and again and again. But I did not hear any of all of this when I hit the
Ronnie
link. But go
Q,
ahead.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
accusing you of being you seem to be a very compassionate person. I'm just saying it wasn't warranted. That's just me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I would not give that lady one freaking penny. And let me tell you why.
Is that you, Heat Wave? Is that you?
I
Yeah,
am
yeah.
for someone that's
Mm,
disabled. There are
Hold on
things
one
you have
minute,
to do around the
Good,
house.
soldier.
good morning. Yes, it's me.
There
It's
was a
me.
I don't know if you heard when I said hold on. So I don't know if I missed
Oh no,
anything that you
no,
were
no, no.
saying. Foot soldier, so
Mm.
you can go again. I'm sorry.
I can't
Okay.
barely hear you guys.
We hear you fine
I'm
though.
just saying, guys. I mean,
Good morning.
everybody's getting their whatever they had to
Mm.
get. I mean, if Just Read did these things, then this is her punishment. It's not me hating her or anything like that. I actually like the two ladies, but the
Hmm.
justification for someone's actions was mind-boggling to me. You want to justify you doing all that for what? Just
But
get up and leave. Just
but
leave.
but the thing about it, somebody else brought it up to. I think it was Miss Cruiser Miss Cruiser was speaking on it, and Miss Cruiser said that, just read my book. And now somebody was in my chat trying to tell me something, but I didn't understand what they were trying to say because the chat was going so fast, and they told me to go to a page, and that page was, and see, I hadn't heard Dovie say anything about the cheating the government and all this stuff,
Signing
or
the
whatever she was
signature.
signing the documents. And so somebody was trying to send me over to a page that said that she had used Just Read My Books. I think it was a son or son-in-law's address, or
Yeah, she did.
and
Hmm.
so that it would not appear like she was a home health care worker who was living at Just Reed's address. Now, I don't know if Dovie said it. I don't know who said it, but I know that that was the contention, and that she had forged the doctor's name on these
Dovie said it.
paperwork
Dovie said
to
it.
get more
Dovie
hours.
said it.
I heard Dovie say it on her live about her
Well, Dovie's
signing
angle was to
the signature.
justify why
But
she
wait a
she
minute.
wanted
But
her
wait
to
a minute.
leave.
But wait a minute. This is what This is the interesting caveat that Miss Cruiser brought up. She said that Dovie was in fact on her way to Connecticut, and Just Read My Book was the one who said, "No, Dovie, come here, come visit me." Just Read My Book insisted that Dovie come to her. So I'm
Yeah,
wondering,
that's what I
and
mean by her
a
And
couple
doing
she
of
that.
also got
people
her a job
are
too.
wondering, was that Just Read My Book's motive for having Dovie to come out there? I can't speak on
Possibility.
anybody's motives, but that's what I didn't know, that she was on her way somewhere else, and Just Read My Book insisted that she come there and stay there. So I don't know. That's what I heard. I'm just saying. But go ahead.
It's a possibility at this point. It's possible, but is that set in stone that she really was going to go there to Connecticut?
Child, because she didn't have no money to get to Just Read My Books.
Okay, so
And
how is she going to go to Connecticut then?
I was also
Right.
listening to. I'm sorry.
This is just a
Go
hot
ahead.
mess.
I don't think she can hear.
Um,
Go ahead. Wait a minute, Fish Soldier. I can hear you, Carrie.
I think I heard it on another channel where Dovie was saying not only did she give another address for her to she gave another address. I remember her saying that on QB's channel. So that part is true. And also we heard her mention that thing about the signing of the signature too. I heard it more than one times. Go ahead.
well, it's not about. I think for a lot of people, they don't like just read, so people are kind of negative in that aspect. And you have those who don't like Dovie. They're kind of negative in that part of it as well. For me, it's about what's right and what's wrong. So if she done these things with the falsifying paperwork and all that, there's a price to pay for that.
Do you think that Dovie knew what was gonna happen between herself and Just Read My Book? Do you think that's why she had that live open the entire time Just Read My Book was going?
Well, I really believe out of everything that's been said that she asked her not to show her house.
I
Out of
believe that too because
everything
I
that
heard
was
her
said,
saying
I believe that because I never seen Just Read's house when she be on live on the panel. I seen one part
But
of her house.
we heard her say it while Dovie was live. She said, "I told you to keep that camera off." We did hear her say that during that live. Now, see, this is the thing that I want to know. Now, Just Read My Book was sitting up there listening during the whole thing, and then she started attacking me. Ronnie Q lying, and I was like, she hear me trying to tell her, cover the camera, go in there, get your things, and get the Uber. But then she started attacking me too. I was like, well, goddamn, all I'm trying to do is get her away from your house. And then she had me snapping on her too. It's like, golly. And the people in the chat like,
Well,
Ronnie, calm down. Don't fall into it. I was like, oh, okay, I forgot
but
what
do
I'm
you
here
guys
for.
think this gonna be continued like a long drag out situation? I hope not. Everybody wants
No,
to hear from Just Read. Do y'all think she's going to
I
come on
think
and
she will
speak
go on
about
the
it?
yeah,
channel because
she
I think I
definitely.
heard her say something like I got a channel too, So she did say that. So she may do say her part on her channel, or maybe if Sassy decides to talk to the two one of these Sundays. But
Yeah,
just Read has her own channel.
I can see Sassy talking to Just Read My Book because we've heard Dovie's side, and if she talks to them both, I don't think they'll be talked to at the same time.
If you're in the back, if you want to type something in the back, I did a test in the private chat, so I typed something so you can see it in there. Be careful what you're typing that you don't put it in the main chat. So I typed something there so you can see where to type. So do a test first. I don't know if you want me to bring you up.
Well, I'm embarrassed for both the ladies, despite um, whether I know them or like them or not. This is an embarrassing situation.
But see, when Dovie stood up, she really I was like, Dovie, stay on track. It's time to go. It's time to leave because I just did not want it to go there. I just wanted to Dovie to get out, get out, get out, get your stuff and get out. And it seemed like it was pushing in that direction. So I'm glad it did not go there. And I hope Dovie didn't leave anything in her house. I told Dovie to take everything, but when she left, the guy asked what's going, and she said, just take these two bags. So I was like, oh my god, it seemed like she's leaving stuff there, and so.
She left stuff, Ronnie. She took two suitcases and
Mm-hmm.
her medicine bag. She said, I think I heard that yesterday when she was in the car. But
Yes.
the other channel that I was listening to, she said she has her fans there, like standing fans, and
Mm-hmm.
a package came there for her yesterday. So,
Mm-hmm.
so
Well,
she got.
she'll be able to go back and get it. I mean, the police can only do but so much.
Well,
Whether you
well,
renting or owning, you must proceed in an eviction, especially if
well.
she's getting mail there, right?
How exactly? How can she? She says she's already filed for the
Yeah,
eviction
but
on the
she gonna have
ninth,
to. I
but
mean,
she got to
if
go to
she
court.
couldn't get her out, she would have to bite the bullet and wait till the day is up for they come to evict her.
Yeah, she has to go to court. They're gonna give her an exit date, and then I mean, I'm like Carrie, who hasn't watched all these Judge Judy's, Judge Mathis,
Right?
Judge Joe Brown, and know this
Exactly.
stuff?
And
That's that one about the dirty day thing. Everybody should know that.
right.
Whether it's a family member or friend, once they live there and they start getting
Yep.
mail there too, you
Mhm.
screwed.
Yep. And I've seen
Yes.
instances where there was no written agreement, and once the person was able to show that they were withdrawing or sending a specific amount to that account every month, she used that
Mm-hmm.
also to show that there was payments being made. You know, so it's a sticky thing. But 30 that person has unfortunately has to be legally evicted. She has to follow the protocols.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's her house. It's her house.
It
And
doesn't matter.
and what I have a question. I have a
Unfortunately have
question.
rights.
So you said that Dovie left links there, and she said she got a package there yesterday. Well, see, that don't make sense to me because when she was outside, I was concerned about her because the sun had started going down. So who deliver? Do people deliver packages that late? Because it seemed like Dovie left. I don't know, like after dark.
I
So
have
how
gotten a
did she?
package. I don't know where the state is. I've gotten a package around 7 or 8
Okay.
UPS,
Okay, so that's why
but
when you
I
said
can't
that, I was
speak
like, "Well,
for
how come she did? How come she
where
didn't take the
she at.
package with her?"
I
North
don't know.
Carolina, right? So I was
I
like, "How
don't
come she couldn't
know.
take
I
the
don't
package with
know.
her?"
That don't mean other packages ain't coming. You know what I mean? There's
But
still that
see,
window of her being able to go back and get whatever. She would have to let
no,
her in.
no,
And
no,
you
no,
calling the police is not helping because they can't make
no.
her leave. Long
But
as she
that
was
proof.
getting mail there and then the eviction hasn't really, I mean, you started the process, but it hasn't hit to that last day, she can come back there and get. I would have the police to escort me there. You know what I mean? If I do
Those.
call them, I want to go pick up my stuff and I don't want any trouble. So could you come with me while I pick it up so it won't be no confrontation? That's when you call
But
the
that.
police. But
But
they
that
can't make her
package.
leave. And
But
when that
that
police
package.
told her to break a window to get in, come on, man. I ain't never hear no crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, and he would have came back and arrested her. But what that package solidified, what if it did nothing else, her getting that package there, it
Yes,
solidified her residency there
yes,
because
good.
she's
Yes.
getting
That's all,
mail.
Ronnie Q. I'm glad you said that because I
Mm-hmm.
was about to say,
Any type
you
of
want
mail
another
she
address?
gets there solidifies. That's the first thing the police come and ask you. Do you receive mail here? How long you been here? And if
She's
you say
gonna have.
yes, they can't do nothing.
Wow, because I was about to say, remember she gave another address, of stuff. Just Read My Book gave her another address to fill that form out. But now that you
Mm-hmm.
said that, because I was about to say, ooh, maybe she has her stuff going there. But the package that she said came there yesterday, it solidifies everything, girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting mail there.
Well, I think
Yes.
things were cool with them in the beginning, and people wishes wasn't being met on both sides, and it came to a head.
Okay,
We
somebody
got
said
Deanna
Amazon
in the back.
delivers.
I'm gonna make sure it's her. Hold on.
It's me.
It's that.
I'm laughing at your doorbell. Good
Hey,
morning,
Deanna.
y'all. How
Morning.
Hey,
y'all
Deanna.
doing? Hey,
Hey,
Karen.
Deanna, how are
Who's
you,
that Miss
sweetie?
Foot Soldier? How you doing?
I'm good, sweetie. How are you?
Girl, they done sucked your butt in over here. You know you don't even be over here.
No, I'm just wanting. I listen. I was feeling some kind of way about it. I'm like, this is, but y'all have to understand. I've been in that situation that just read is in with a family member. It was my grandson. They
What?
come in and they get all disrespectful. They want to run your shit.
Take over.
What you
We got
say
somebody
don't
in the back.
matter because they know that they have that legal. Once you start allowing them to get mail, oh, it's
It's
on
over.
then. So
It's
you
over.
commence to whipping ass,
Oh,
then you might
yeah.
go to jail. Cause that's what
Now,
I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
do.
1 second. I
I,
got somebody in the back. Real quick. Hold on.
okay.
But I want to hear.
Guilty pleasure, is that you?
It's me. Good
Okay.
morning.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Thanks for
Good
coming
morning.
up. Foot Soldier
But
was saying something. I'm gonna mute you. You could go ahead. I'm hearing a feedback though.
Let me mute.
Okay.
I'm a mute.
Oh, you were saying something, Foot Soldier, about a family member of yours?
No, I was just saying, I've been in that situation, and the reason everybody's getting mad with just Reed for screaming and yelling, because that's how they get you. They get you to that point where you're screaming and yelling, and you
and
do
try to
want to
make
put
you look
hands on them.
crazy.
Yes,
Right.
it's designed because they know they got that window of I've been here for a month or so, and I get mail here. Once they get mail there,
And I think that's crazy, but you know what? What I did want to say something when you said the police told her
mhm.
if she could get back in and she had to break a window. I thought that was the
Yeah,
dumbest
that's what
shit.
they said. Break a window
Yeah.
or
Takes
something.
the
I'm
time.
I
like,
thought
It
that
what?
was
was
crazy.
necessary.
That would get her killed.
Exactly.
Just read my
Exactly.
book and easily say, I didn't know who the fuck that was.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That
And
would
that
get her killed. But see, the police was so fed up with the silly shit.
Right.
They was just ready to take somebody anyway, and I was slick ready to call them motherfucker. I didn't know where to send
Oh,
them to, just so their ass get
man,
locked up.
I
Cause
would have
this
been
shit is
praying to
ridiculous.
God when she said take her somewhere so she can cool off.
What?
I've been praying to the Most
Right.
High, save me from jumping
Take
on her.
me, and then it's the how Dovie was doing it. Somebody was like, "Well, how is Dovie so calm?" Dovie used to getting put out,
mm,
and Dovie plays games, and she knows what to do. I'm starting to think that her daughter did have to move instead of letting her get put out because it seemed like she won't leave.
Deanna.
Well,
Disrespectful, ignorant, and I ain't never seen that. Like, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I was so pissed. The night before, yeah, I could prove it later, but the night before, I actually just all of a sudden started talking about Dovey. Just read my book, and I
mm-hmm.
said, I don't think this shit gonna end well. I'm in my privacy, my own house. I said, I don't think this shit gonna end well, and I be goddamn. So at first, we was having a conversation, and they said, They ain't gonna, she just Rita ain't gonna be able to get Dovie out of the house. And I said, you know what? I said, I think if she tell Dovie to leave, I don't think Dovie will go there. I think Dovie will leave. Honey, it wasn't fucking 15 minutes. I seen the live pop up. Here go Dovie over there talking all under the woman clothes, all this telling all this and telling all that. And I said, well, I be damned.
and taunting her by being on live while they arguing
Yes, and
constantly.
and like I said, all I heard was her saying something about her cutting on the camera, but I also heard, did y'all hear when Dovie and them was talking to the police that she said the reason you came here last week was that, did I just hear
Yes,
Yes,
something?
yes,
yes,
she did.
yes, they
Yes.
That was
did.
the
And
Pantaliner.
Dovie
That's
said
the
it
first
as
time.
well. Dovie said that the police had been there the week before.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying. This
that's
been
what
going on for a
when he
minute.
came here. He
Yeah,
said
but when people get murdered, I tell people this all the time. They didn't just all of a sudden happen. This been brewing. That's
yeah,
Yeah.
how we
that
got to this
happened. That was
point.
the panty liner situation. When
But
my book called because she says I'm not gonna allow you to talk to me any kind of way in my home, and that's when they had an argument and she called the cops. So it wasn't the first time.
But
See,
y'all haven't paid attention. Dovie been throwing shade. And y'all heard just read my book say you've been talking about me to this Stacy
Oh,
Robertson or
Stacy,
Robinson or
oh,
somebody.
don't even get me started on
she did
Stacy.
say
And
that.
I told
but
Stacy, I said,
did you
Stacy,
guys hear? Go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead.
Did
Hey,
you guys
Abigail.
hear? Have you? Did you guys hear the other little tidbit where they said somebody wrote in the chat or said that I heard that Dovie has been taking pictures around Just Read My Book and sending it to her Facebook people. I don't know how true that is, but that was also said. Yes. Go ahead.
She was been throwing shots. She started out with the laundry. She put up a poll. Should the maid do your laundry? This was her poll. I'm like, oh, there she go already.
Are you
Putting
Mm.
just
serious?
read on blast.
Yes, the maid does
Of
laundry.
course.
But
Yes.
she was saying that she wants it. She feel like she should do her own laundry. So I guess she's saying she
My
the maid. She's the
No, I
maid,
guess she
and
was saying she wasn't
yes,
the maid.
she
She was
was the
saying she
maid.
wasn't the
If you put
maid.
down for a caregiver, you can call it a maid you want. You signed up for taking care of
Mm-hmm.
that person. You
So
and
clean
that
up,
was
that's
the
you
thing.
cook, you do all that.
mm-hmm.
She helped her
That's what
do
she
it.
was trying to go ahead. Go ahead.
I
I'm sorry.
I just looked at it like she helped. She was trying to help make sure this woman got some type of income. On top, she already opened her house up for her. And there, I don't know what there was 2 hours or something a week or something like that, and it went on. It just seems like everything that Just Read My Book was trying to do to help, Dovie was taking notes of that shit for the backfire on her ass.
But y'all, the thing about it is, though, Dovie was just Dovieing. This is not
Mm-hmm.
new behavior. She's done it to her
Right.
own sister in her own home. She talked about the lady and her family, and then somebody expect Dovie to do something different.
And I
Mm-hmm.
agree with you. I say that in the space I am. These people are the same people they were last year, the year before that, and the year before that. So we shouldn't expect any ounce of difference from these people. And you guys know who these people are. The behavior hasn't
Now,
changed. It's the
What do you
same.
think about
now
people
I
saying that they think it's a scam that she's pulling for money? What do
It's
you
not a scam when y'all know she scammed prior to and y'all still give her money. It's not a scam anymore. You just
Thank
giving your
you.
money to somebody
Thank
for
you.
whatever
Thank you.
reason it was given. It was given. So she's blatantly over and over again doing the so-called scam. Then why give her anything? I wouldn't have gave her one freaking penny.
I think people were giving the money because they wanted the
I,
arguing and the
No,
situation
she
to
should
end.
be back at the train. Give her money for the train station where the hell she was before she came there.
but listen,
Okay, you
let me
can't
tell
you
you.
can't justify it, and then later on when it don't fare well, you'll see your money once again isn't being spent for what you gave it for. You can't get mad with this woman,
No, you
But let me
especially if
can't.
tell
she
you
showed
this.
you over and
Let me
over
tell you
again
this.
that this how she get down.
Well, let me say this. I didn't see any of the police calling and all that. And the reason that I said I wanted to get her out of the sun. She wasn't going to be let back in the house. She was
Shit, she
talking
was
about her
fried in that
medicine.
motherfucker.
She wasn't. She was talking about her medicine. And I told her when you go back
Dovie
in,
and I she just said
cover
that.
Yeah.
cover
How many
that
videos you
screen.
seen her sit
I
down and take that medicine in the morning?
I I told her to cover that screen because she don't want you filming the house. Dovie went right in there with that camera
And
on.
set up
And
shop.
child, when she sat down in that chair, and I looked and she was sitting down, and I was like, "Ain't this a bitch?" Dovie sitting down
Toby
with her
said the
feet
dog
kicked up.
sit down.
And
But
did
I got
somebody say that she was talking about her sister or somebody in her family like that?
Yeah, when
yeah,
she was at her sister's house right before she got
and her
evicted, she
sister
was
was
going
right there.
live from her sister's house. Very nice house, seemed like a very nice family. She was talking about them behind their back on live.
Not
Jealous.
only
Cause
the
she ain't got
sister,
shit for a girl that's
everybody in the
crazy.
sister house. Everybody in the
Yeah,
sister
talk
house.
about the
I gotta,
kids, the
Man,
dog,
I,
everybody.
I gotta step down.
Well,
I'll be listening.
that ain't nobody
Okay,
that to
thank
see.
you.
And
I'm a
that's why I
beauty
said, just read my book. I had no business letting her ass in the first place.
but
Yeah,
I
she
Exactly.
getting
mean,
her. She's getting her. What do you might say, karma or whatever you guys want to
Exactly.
call it. The stuff that's happening to her. I mean, it is
that's
what it
wrong.
is.
But
Yes,
it's
it
sad that
is.
people can't try to help
I just
people or
hope it
feel
don't be
sorry
a
for nobody.
dragging out thing. I really don't.
Deanna, you said you would beat anyone out of your house if you told them to leave, whether or not they had
Yeah,
like
I'm not gonna
something to
argue
beat
with you.
them
I'm
up.
not gonna sit up here and keep on going through it. But I guess it's different everywhere. In Mississippi, they probably got that law here, but ain't no motherfucker finna go by that. The police ain't finna come to my motherfucking house and uphold a motherfucker stand here and I ask y'all politely to get them to leave. I don't give a damn how you put this, how you slice this cake. Because if that was the case, it'd be a lot of folks around here, honey, include kids and children, whether the children and parents living with their folks talking about you can't put me out. See, I guess it's what people tolerate and what they actually enforce. Because the way the police was enforcing, acting like they have fucking lawyers and judges out there in their yard, telling her, "Oh, you can't get out, you break a window and all this shit." I'd have told that motherfucker right in his face, "She break a window in my motherfucking house and I don't know nothing about it. I'm gonna blow her motherfucking brains out, and it's gonna be on you." And that's just how that's gonna happen.
Deanna,
How
I
you
think
gonna tell
you
that?
messed
What kind
up.
of advice
She
was that?
told the police, we heard, just read my book, admit that Dovie had given her $300. So I think that's what, then the police were like, oh, yeah, you can't put
Okay.
her out.
I'm a beauty people.
Wow, but where do you stay at free?
Well, your
What
three
is
hundred.
it?
See, let me tell you. Down
That
here, they
ain't
would ask her,
nothing.
"Where's your
I
receipt?
spend that in food.
She
Where is
said
your
that
receipt?"
she said, I have it. So then they said, well, can you give it back to her and then she can leave? She said, I don't have the money anymore. I don't have it.
Where do they do that at? She had to
I'm
give
not.
it back
Don't nobody give nobody back shit, bitch. You
so
prorated.
she
You
can
get her
leave.
back up to these many days, and she get out. Bitch,
Yeah,
you
that
don't get no
sounds good.
motherfucking money back, and you just stayed here. We in the middle of the goddamn month. You kiss my motherfucking ass. You and that
Showing
bitch. You
my
and I
house,
answer. You must got some
showing
money
my
for me.
house, talking about my cat, talking about
And
my
then
drinking
talking about
habits.
all her issues and her problems that we
You
had
know
no knowledge of. That
what? What?
that is so
It's the
embarrassing.
pattern. Now I'm not trying to throw shade at nobody or nobody's age because y'all already know how I am. But it's just read my book and not close to her 60. She's retired, so she got to be at least 62, 63, 64, 65.
Really?
What
I
the
did not know she was that old. She looks good.
she look good, but I'm just saying I don't know if she's that old, but I know she retired, and usually when you retire, I don't know. But my thing is, I think ain't she past the penny line of stage?
Oh,
I,
girl.
I don't know.
Baby, if anything, if she ain't 60, she over 50. That woman ain't wearing
Yeah.
no damn panty line. I don't believe it. Unless she incontinent, or that's what she trying to say. And then it wouldn't even be no damn panty liner. So I don't get Dovie full of shit. I don't like the way you did that, Dovie. It was trifling as hell. If you and that woman been into it for over a week or whatever was going on and didn't nobody know about it, you should have kept it that motherfucking way.
Yeah. Just playing your
But
exit.
it wouldn't fit her narrative if she'd have kept it that way.
But you want to go
Knowing
on
that
live,
was
and
going to come
I
to a
heard
head.
Reed was so mad. I said, "Oh, Reed might know," and then knock the shit out of Dovie in a minute. Reed told her, "You turn a motherfucking doorknob in my house." I said, "Ooh, yeah, you better be turning the front doorknob."
Hey y'all, how y'all
So do
Mm-mm.
doing?
y'all think it's going to be
What's
dragged
up?
out even further?
I hope she's not going to come back there or try to
You
come
know,
back there.
ain't no telling, child.
It's interesting.
I wanted to say I'm mad because I was listening to Deanna and I was ready to hear my damn whole live and everything. And Deanna had to do a 911 telling everybody to go over there. I didn't like that because I feel short.
Yeah, because I was trying to see what's going on. I wasn't even supposed to be went live, but I got so pissed off when she did when I seen that first part. I was like, what the hell? And then they said the police was back. Oh, this is what I was finna say. I forgot earlier. I don't know where the fuck Just Read My Book live at, but it got to be a white neighborhood. Them police was there so motherfucking quick. The first time they said they called the police, like 2 minutes later, they was there. And then when Dovie put the camera, she finally cut the camera off or mute or something. And then it went off for like 5 minutes. She was gone for about 5 minutes. She came back, police back there. I said, God damn, where really? I said, oh, they is not playing, honey. They might either ain't got shit else to do or she in a good ass neighborhood.
That was messed up for somebody to offer you somewhere to stay. Yeah, you're paying, but that doesn't mean that you get to run their house, talk bad.
Well, that's what people saying, that you paying, you get a chance to run it
live on the internet. That was so wrong. She just should have left it. She didn't like it.
But y'all gotta keep in mind who y'all talking about.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right. But I do believe that could have been kept under the rug, and Dovie probably would have came up, and we see her somewhere else, and da 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 da. I think if they kept it because steady for over a week, and Dovie had still been coming on live, and then nobody kind of, it didn't go blow up like that. I think that if Dovie had a not cut on the camera, but she really think I paid this so I could do what I want here. Now, my thing was, if Just Read My Book had to help you get a job, you really wasn't paying shit, bitch. Because if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have had nothing to give her.
Well, she didn't want to clean up the cat pee and stuff.
Okay, I don't know about nobody else up here. I had plenty cats. Okay, cats are the cleanest fucking animal. Cats
if they do that, Deanna, can I ask you this though, Deanna? When cats act out like that, isn't there a reason for that?
I don't know. I ain't never had a cat to piss in the floor. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
But in the background, she said she wasn't going to clean it up, but Just Read asked her, then why didn't you tell me it was there? She said, I ain't had to tell you nothing.
So Just Read, so she trying to play it like Just Read My Book was asking her to clean it up, but in actuality, she was saying something about it, and Just Read My Book didn't know.
Yeah, that's what Just Read My Book said.
See what I'm saying? Don't be taking everything somebody doing for her and turning it into some bullshit. Like, no matter what it is, like, what was that to say then? The woman ain't asked you to clean it up.
That Just Read wanted her to be her maid.
But what makes cats spray though? Because I don't know. I've never had a cat. I don't think I could ever live with one.
I ain't never had a cat that peed all over my house.
My friend had one, and the cat peed all over her clothes. The cat was sick. Everybody's saying that cat did not like her. I mean,
maybe cats are very envious.
Sugarfoot was marking his territory. Is that what was going on?
I doubt it, because even though I saw Just Read, I seen people coming to her place while she was on the live on the panel, and they were cleaning. So for her to say that the cleaning people didn't want to deal with her, no, she was trying to make you a caregiver, and y'all was cool with that. And somewhere down the line, you didn't want to do it.
What Just Read My Book had to do was say, listen, I don't want this caregiver no more. I want this person. I know this person. That's what was going on. But if y'all,
Dovie said none of the care people that she called on wanted to deal with her anymore.
And then I wanted to know, when she said she got hurt, how did you get hurt? And she said she was still hurting. She said,
you trying to get money. You trying to get money because this woman got house insurance. You see what I'm saying? Dovie is a professional criminal.
She was tired and stuff with all of the work and stuff. And she also mentioned that she's dealing with her health issues also as a cancer patient and whatever. So she was saying,
did she get on here and show us her half a titty and told us she was a survivor?
But
Lord.
don't everybody, and also guys,
Call the agent
people were
and
trying to
ask
make it
them
seem like she needed Dovie.
to
No,
tell her to stop.
no, she
How
didn't.
she need Dovie with 2
But this
residences?
what people were trying to say. Oh, she wanted you there to be her slave and this and that and the third. No, that
No,
lady
I don't
was
look at it
already
like
set.
that. I don't
That
look
lady
like
was
it. I look
already
at it like,
set.
yeah,
No,
I looked at it like she made a crazy decision to let Dovie move in, but she was really trying to help her from. I think it was from the heart. I believe that. Well,
I
why would
believe so
somebody
too.
need Dovie to come and stay with them?
Right.
I don't know.
Why did she invite her there? Was she inviting there because she wanted to help Dovie out? You know, by
You
helping
know,
if you come down here, you
I
can.
think she wanted YouTube
when Dovie sitting
fame.
at, somebody was just talking about it earlier. Dovie was sitting at the bus station where she was supposed to be going to see her other
Right.
people.
Yep, she did.
She
She
told the
talked.
police. I
Yeah,
heard
but
her
do
tell
we
the
know that
police
for
that
a fact
Reed
though?
told her to stop by, but stop by don't mean move in. If you ask me, hell, said stop by, say, oh, you going up there, bitch? Stop by here. I'm right here. It
Yep.
don't mean coming
Right. She was at
and
the bus
hard.
station and she told her to come to her house.
Right, for a day or two.
Just read my book said that she overstayed her welcome, like she wanted her out. But at the same time, you invited her there. You and you had her. She didn't make it known that she was working for her as a health aid. That's the part. She didn't
It
make it
wasn't
known that she
wasn't
was
nobody
working for
business
her.
though,
Yeah, that's
Carrie. It
kind of
ain't
true.
nobody business
That's
how I'm
not our
helping you.
business, really.
Well,
That's
that's
not your.
but she made it seem as if Dovie just came there to sit around, you know, like it wasn't
I,
for a reason she was there.
no, and she probably felt like that's what happened after Dovie got there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bitch, we had a plan. I'm trying to help you. I'm gonna help you do this. You say your little check if you get one, and then we'll do this, and you just get this money here.
Right.
And now, next thing you know, girl, Dovie is flipping everything good for the bad. I don't care what nobody says.
That's what I think happened. It came.
Right.
It was supposed to be just a little short visit. You know, you in the neighborhood, come on a visit for a day or two. But then, and then also,
a view is a view.
that's read my.
Hold on 1 second, because I want to hear you, but your sound is messing up a little bit.
Oh, okay, I'll come back.
It's staticking. It's staticking.
Okay, I'll come back. I'll come back.
Yeah, because I want
All
to
right.
hear what you have to say.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Carrie,
The link again.
did you also hear? I think that's why Ronnie Q said Slumbergate. Dovie said that she and Just Read My Book sleep. When I say together, I don't mean together, but in the same room, in the den or the living room at night.
Mm-hmm. I heard it.
Just Read My Book, then go get in her bed. They're both laid up
Yep.
on sofas.
She did say that. I remember.
I don't think that's a romantic thing.
I
That
got
don't mean
pictures
it's
of
a
me and all my
romantic
friends
thing.
in my living room sleep. I know exactly what you
Yes.
mean. We'll sit up, talk shit,
Right.
play cards, get drunk. This thing, you know, we all laid
Right.
out on the motherfucking couches. It love seat, all that shit. I mean, I didn't look at it like that, but to be honest, it's
But
kind
every
of
night?
she didn't say every night. She said sometimes we a slumber.
Oh, she said
And that's
sometimes. Okay.
yeah, she said sometimes we a slumber. And I think she even said have people over or something. Because Dovie was really talking like she had been living there for more than what she was living there by.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Emotions run high, but I would have been lying just like Dovie was lying.
And the saga continues because now we're gonna see if she's actually gonna move in her space in 2 weeks. We got the church.
Jerry, she said she's supposed to. She told the police she's supposed to be did a walkthrough this Friday. A walkthrough don't mean you're gonna move in. That means you still trying to look.
She did say that.
It was supposed to be available on the 15th. She said she did her paperwork and she's supposed to do another walkthrough and it should be ready in 2 weeks.
Okay, I got
We got
one.
somebody in the back real quick.
Okay.
Is that you? You gotta unmute.
Yes.
Okay, and a views of you, I dropped the link. I guess she's sorting her microphone out. Okay. Welcome to church lady.
Thank you. I'm not gonna be here real long, y'all. I ain't trying to interrupt what y'all got
Hey,
going
church
on.
lady.
Hey, babies.
Hey.
I just wanted to say something real quick. Don't y'all laugh now. Sometimes I feel like a homeless.
Well, that's all I wanted to say, ladies. I hope this doesn't drag out. I really do.
Sometimes I
And I hope she does have an apartment
Like a
Hold on one second.
together
First
with her.
lady, hold on. I gotta turn your microphone up because you're really low.
I'm low.
Yeah, let me see if I can turn it up because we're hearing a whole song here and I want to hear it. You turn it up, but you can try to turn your volume up too. So let's see. I want to hear this song real quick.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a bit low.
I can barely hear all of y'all.
Oh wow. Hold on. Let me go in my settings. Oh no.
That's what I was gonna tell you, Foot Soldier. If you go in your settings and hit audio, tap on speaker default, and it should clear up, get louder.
How about now? I
I
had to
can
put
hear
my
you
headset
very well,
microphone.
Yeah, I hear you louder now.
Deanna. I just wanted
Okay.
to thank you ladies for listening. I just hope it don't drag out any longer. Hopefully she do what she says she gonna do for a change and get up out that woman's house and get her stuff together. I don't see it.
Well, she's out now.
She gone.
We don't know. The thing is, are they going to be friends again? Because even when she was leaving, just read
Girl.
my book after cussing her out, she said, Dovie, do you have your medication, Dovie?
Yes,
I
you
know you
did
can
do
hear
that.
me, Dovie. And I'm like, did you just cuss her out?
No,
Mm.
I think she
Once
was
George
saying
Boomer,
that
she's
because she
talking behind.
used that as a way to get back in. So I think she was saying that for that reason.
I think she was acting like she cared, I guess.
I want everyone to have an awesome day. I'm going back to the chat.
Same to you. I appreciate you for coming up,
Bye.
Disclosure.
All
Thank you so
right.
much.
Okay, y'all can hear me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm gonna sit back down when I get through. Sometimes I feel like a homeless child. Sometimes I feel like a homeless child. Sometimes I feel like a homeless child. The cat got me put out. The cat that got me put out. I'm out.
Not Sugarfoot, Sugar.
Yeah, she said, yeah,
I
and
ain't
it's
gonna,
foot, yeah.
girl, I ain't gonna lie. When I heard just read my book out loud, this Sugarfoot house, girl, I'm gonna feel the fuck out. I said, oh my God, everybody crazy, baby. She said, this Sugarfoot house. I said, oh, oh.
Oh, I think I remember why she was saying it. That was when Kwani came up asking questions, and Kwani was like, "You two are fighting over a cat. Put the cat out. Put the cat out the house." Kwani was
Kwame
saying,
was
"Throw that
cracking
cat
me
out,"
up.
and she was, "No, this is Sugarfoot's house." So she's saying, "Listen, the cat isn't going. Dovie is okay."
I mean, the cat was there before Dovie, so I can
Yeah.
only see that being fair.
Right. That's the cat's home, right?
Why I'm gonna put out something that's been here and give me no problem for something that's coming here give me some.
Exactly.
But
Leave
Mary,
my cat in my little box alone and get your ass the hell on.
you have to pay real good attention because you remember before she went to Just Read My Book's house, she said she had a new car. Y'all remember that? A new van. What happened to the van? And the apartment was supposed to be in Georgia.
In Georgia?
Yeah, she said that she was gonna have an
She told the
apartment
police she
either
was going to Connecticut.
in Valdosta or Brunswick. I can't remember which one.
Child, ain't no apartment, huh? We can quit trying to guess it.
Yeah.
The apartment was a space that Just Read My Book house.
So, oh well.
Well, Sugar don't have to be spraying anywhere anymore. I don't know. Sasa intervened. I don't know if maybe they're gonna like talk it out or whatever. But I think it's gone like too bad already. It's gone like too bad. That was hours of that standoff. It was like almost 8 hours if you really add it up. That was a long day yesterday, and I think Dovie was also streaming on Facebook. So at one point,
Yes.
Dovie had like 1.5 4 in her on her YouTube.
I
And I
think
don't
she
know how
said
much is on
Instagram
Facebook.
too.
Oh, what?
See, like you, see, that's that type of
Oh,
shit. So
wow.
when all them people went to watch it, Dovie, she would not stop. And then people wonder why Just Read My Book was hollering. Girl, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It would have got real fucking physical in
No,
that
apparently
house.
she's been saying do not turn the camera on and stuff. Like some people don't want their privacy invaded like that and open to like so many eyes. So I can.
But we ain't never seen Dovie house that much. Only when Dovie was in her own shit, she ain't moved from the window.
Yeah.
When she was in her daughter's shit, she ain't moved from the window to the wall. So it's like, why would you do that? And that's what made me think. I said, oh, well, she was plotting this the whole time. That's why she was going live all over that lady house. So she can have some proof she been there so and so days. So when it was time for her ass to get the fuck out, she can't. Because when y'all ain't gonna tell me, when she first got to Just Read My Book house, that girl had that went live and jumped on damn camera. Do y'all not remember that? For what?
Yes.
But for what? I mean, before you got there, you wasn't there 10 minutes and you was already live showing us the inside of woman house. We know Just Read My Book drink. We ain't know she had no wine rack. She fill it up every week. You mad because that woman got a little change to fill up her wine rack? I get the thing now that they saying how she was treating her sisters and stuff. Don't be jealous because she ain't got shit. And she the type of motherfucker make you lose your shit.
It kind of even makes you feel like I believe something happened between her and her daughter probably put her out.
Yeah.
And that's bad. Did her daughter move?
They were saying her daughter moved. I thought it was all a lie at first. I didn't know until she popped up and Just Read My Book out.
And didn't include her in her moving.
That says a lot.
They said she moved in with her boyfriend or something. I don't know how true it is.
Is it the same man that you remember when Dovie first got there and she put the man out?
Who put the man out there, Dovie?
Her daughter went to work. This was like the first day or so that she was over there, and the man was there, and him and Dovie exchanged some words, and she put him out.
No.
What?
See?
No,
you running my.
No.
You ain't finna run off my dick, bitch. I can't fuck you. You get out. You get out. How about that?
Maybe at the time the daughter was having issues. This is why you don't get in the midst of people's relationship, because maybe the daughter was having issues with the guy at the time. So, she cussed him.
Yeah, she was up behind her. Yeah.
There you go. They're back together. There you go. Don't get in people's business because they always F and make up. Okay.
Cause Dovie was glad to put that man out because she thought she was gonna have more space in that house, child.
Yeah. And she ended up
now the daughter moved in with him. Wow.
No, she don't give a damn about what's going on between them. I think she would have already knew. They don't know what's going on.
So the whole beef sector and Facebook and Instagram were entertained by what happened yesterday. But at the same time, that's somebody's personal space,
I was entertained, but I think I ran my blood up watching that shit.
Yeah, it was.
I was hot.
It's kind of hard to watch, but it was so bad. It was so good. I couldn't look away.
That's how it is.
It was. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. That was crazy.
Every time I stopped looking at it, I was like, I can't believe this shit. I can't believe this shit. And I'm just saying, like, nobody ought to be ashamed. Just Read My Book and let her come. But it was just, girl, that was just a mess.
When I saw that she had moved in with Just Read My Book, I already knew that was gonna go. It was gonna go left.
Girl.
Never stay too long at someone's home. Trust and believe. It doesn't matter how good you think you are friends with that person.
Oh, what you say, girl?
You have your own space.
I get tired of people like 40 going north, honey. I be wanting to help you, but you can't stay here, honey. I'll be tired of looking at your ass tomorrow.
I don't want to be hosting for too long. I'll host you for a while, but I don't want to have to.
Thank you, because I notice every time I let somebody spend a night, my light bill go up. I ain't got time. Yeah. Nah, baby. We ain't have enough room in here for both of us. That's why when they were saying at 300, I'm like, what's that? We talking about mortgage, lights, gas, food,
Mm-hmm.
water.
Dovie said in the beginning, she was saying, you know, how much do you want? And she said,
She
no,
said
you don't have to
nothing.
pay anything. But then
That's because in her mind,
It was short.
and I did that too. I did that before too. And just read my book mind. I'm assuming, I don't know, that look, I don't charge her nothing. She get her little money, she save it up. So she ain't got to worry
Mm-hmm.
about paying no bills. She can jump out there and have something saved up and do what she need to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. I don't know.
But I think when people are talking about the 6, I think the 6 is like Dovie probably has some kind of probably food stamps and benefit card that she was letting her use. But for your peace and well-being, it's not worth it. You were doing fine until before Dovie got there.
Oh, you mean the card that she referred to? She kept making reference to the
Yeah,
card.
she said my cards.
Yeah, okay. So she said she gave her the 300, but then she gave her the card to use to get like
Which
whatever
is
other
equivalent
stuff
of 6, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And for some reason, everybody thought Dovie was talking about a credit card, which tickled
I
the fuck
know,
out of
right?
me.
I'm like, no, y'all, it's a benefits card.
Like, yeah, you know, damn Dovie ain't got no fucking $600 on nobody, Capital One, American Express, or nothing else.
Oxity said she was watching from work and she it helped you through your work. Somebody said they had to take their pill. You don't let these things stress you out. This is YouTube, girl. Your anxiety went up. This is YouTube. You don't allow anything on here to stress you out. Trust and believe. People come, people go. The entertainment comes, the entertainment goes. Okay.
Well, I was stressed out when she went back in there and she was on and Just Read My Book was going off. I was just waiting for Just Read My Book to come across her head. She was like way too confident, and
somebody
Just Read My Book was way too hype. I was like, oh my God.
I thought that too.
Dovie said
I got that impression.
I don't think Just Read My Book would have fought her because we've heard about Dovie. I don't think she could manage that, but because she had a really loud mouth, but I don't think she could have, like actually managed to fight. Because we even heard about, her not walking too long before she gets out of breath and stuff. So her mouth was surely working though.
Well, honey, she ain't run out of breath cutting the fuck up. You never know. And if you get the right lick in, you ain't gotta fight for long. Shit.
Right, get that folding chair.
Because girl, don't talk about it. Right while you on the camera trying to sit over there and do some shit I asked you politely not to do. So you get on the camera and basically tell me to kiss your ass.
And then when they were fighting over unplugging and plugging in the charger, I'm like,
that was weird. That was weird watching that.
That's why a lot of people think they was going together.
Yeah, that's what King kept saying. He was like, this don't make no sense to me. Like,
yeah,
sure.
It was petty shit.
Just Read My Book was like, you're not gonna plug shit in here. So I'm not sure. She saw when she was on the outside, she was charging her device while she was live.
She was plugged in outside.
So what was the difference between her coming in and charging inside?
That's because she was irritating her. It was irritating.
Dang.
I don't know. I guess the whole thing is, bitch, do what you want to outside, but I asked you not to do it inside. I don't know. But I know it would have led to a fight in my house. Especially, I mean, y'all wouldn't even got a chance to see the police there and not take nobody away, because I would put hands on her feet, chairs, irons, whatever the fuck I put my goddamn hands on. I probably would have picked the iron. So when I threw it, I'd have had the cord wrapped around my motherfucking hand. I smashed it back and bust that bitch again.
Oh my!
You ain't gonna sit up here and sit in my house and basically tell me to kiss the crack of your ass because you give me a couple of $100 a month. Did I help you get a motherfucking job to have? Fuck out of here.
And you know what, Diana? I kind of felt like she wanted her to touch her in some kind of way, so she could call the police and have Just Read My Book put out of her own house, because she would have been in jail and Dovie would have been in her house.
She did. You heard how calm she was saying it. She come out. Well, I think Dovie said something about trying or something.
Do you want me?
What? Well, see, all this is weird.
Well,
all of it
we got another gate in the beef sector. So we got panty liner gate, we got eviction gate, we got scam gate. I don't know what else they're calling it, But we're gonna hear about this for about another week or two, probably, because then it's gonna lead into us seeing if she actually gets the place in the next 2 weeks. You know? So we're gonna see what it leads to. I'm just happy there was no like physical that they didn't have to, be throwing blows in there, because that would have been too much. So that would have been like too much to see.
Carrie,
Would have been too
you
much.
mean to tell me that you would let somebody come into your home? You ask them politely not to do something, and they deliberately do it, and then egg you on, aggravate the fuck out of you. Okay? You mean to tell me you would be ready to beat a bitch ass in your house?
I probably would find other ways to do it.
Yeah,
I got other
you
means
one of them people that I might need to start being around,
that they
baby,
wanted
because
to
I
know
think totally
up
different.
here.
We
There
might
are
have to
ways
start
in-
hanging Carrie, because I don't think that way, girl. I need to think positive.
She would have been out, but just
I'm like, oh, it's another way besides beat her ass, bitch. Tell me.
I get what
It's
Carrie's
not
saying.
my-
Deanna, I probably would have just went upstairs in my room and closed the door.
Ain't no. You can't let me tell you, people like Dovie, if you do that, that's giving a nigga an inch and they slip off with a mile. And by the time your ass look up, she start renting out your whole motherfucking downstairs, and everything will be going on in that bitch. And you be sitting up there in your room telling myself, well, you know what? I just don't want to argue with her. And shit. I'm sorry. I would have had to
put
get
your hands on her. What are you gonna say? It was self-defense?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
She hit
Okay,
me.
because that's what I was thinking. If I put my hands on Dovie and
I
she's
would
got
want
it
them to
on
put
live,
yours.
she's
I would
on
make it-
live,
I would
I'm
make
going to
Babe,
jail because
that's
she's
why
gonna
I
fool
said
around my house.
when she first went live with the bullshit, that's what she should have came across that motherfucker and fired off on her ass. Period. We don't know what the hell happened 2 minutes before she came live, but we know when soon as she came live, Just Read My Book was already cutting up because she was on camera. So yeah, I would have got her motherfucking just like she lied on me, and I'd have told him, baby, that's a lie.
I got it. You'll say you didn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, she's sitting up there doing that to her in her face in her house, so why not? An eye for an eye. You ain't finna get out on me in my own shit. I'm gonna do whatever means necessary. And if it means beating your ass and lying on you, that's what's gonna have to happen.
But Just Read My Book should have made, the living arrangements clear. And if she saw that it wasn't working out, she should have asked her to leave a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you do stuff.
This has been happening for a while.
Yeah, that's what I said. And when you do stuff like that, if you don't have no paperwork or no intention, when I put it like this, if you're doing it from your heart, you shouldn't do nothing like that. Because you're not even gonna think to do stuff like that. You're not gonna be thinking, oh, I gotta, cover my tracks in case I have to evict a bitch. Yeah. They don't think like that, so they should really make those decisions. You always have, well, bitch, I'm out moving in, spending the night. You gotta have a business mind with that shit, bitch. Well, for how long? What you got going on? Yeah, when you plan on leaving? Okay, well, you ain't got to pay no rent here. You got a deadline to get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, she should put that on paper. You got 60 days, and this is the end date. And after that, you got to go.
If it even meant that you had to, do this contract like every month or, something, something.
Talking about she hurt
then
herself.
She had her address was written for somewhere else anyway. So that's a whole thing.
And then let me tell you that. So, and it was so much fast talking and double talking, and the police was trying to be detectives and lawyers and shit. Dovie didn't they say that Dovie said that the girl used her son address or something for her to get the home health aid job? Okay, so how the fuck you gonna tell me I can't put her out? Get her the fuck out of here.
She said that they forged the doctor's signature.
Yes, I heard her say we forged the doctor's signature, but that's what I'm saying. Like if she told them that that she was supposed to be staying in somebody else's house or she used somebody else's address. Yeah. I don't know if they was talking to the police or not. But if that's what she told them, I was telling how the hell you gonna tell me she ain't gonna get out? Whether it's forced or not, the bitch just admitted that she don't stay here. Get her the fuck out. I don't get it. Where that paperwork at? I wouldn't have gave it them. I throw it in their face. I said, right here, say her address is this. Bye. Since you want to tell shit, we're gonna use that same piece of paper. It got your address elsewhere on it, and you finna get the hell up out of here. See, it would have went totally different for me. I would have had to get on Dovie's level to get Dovie the fuck up out my house. And y'all already know what Dovie level is, that ain't shit. She'll go there.
Well, you know what? A lot of people in the beef sector, well, a few people that I've heard and seen in the chat so far, they don't feel sorry for neither one of them. Neither
Yeah.
one. Because
I don't feel sorry for just reading my book. I think I just got, because me and Dovie was fine. I done cussed out before, she cussed me out before. But if we was fine, it just pissed me off of what all she did. You know what I'm saying? When the police got there, you talking about this, you talking about that, you steady on damn camera. So you know that was the issue of the whole thing in the first place. It just showed me that Dovie had some foul ass intentions the whole time she was there. I don't have no problem with it. I don't feel sorry for neither one of them. I ain't finna get Dovie now motherfucking dime. I had already said, just read my book, too grown to be helping strangers, having these motherfuckers come stay with her. She been moderating for Dovie. She know Dovie don't like folks, don't like her kids, don't like her sister, don't like to pay bills.
And
Hey,
she saw that where Dovie was at her daughter's house, that she was always on camera.
you see what I'm saying?
Recording.
Come on.
So
her daughter told her the same thing about recording in her house.
See what I'm saying? Yup. So didn't they say it was a big thing about her daughter's son being on camera?
Yep.
Yes.
So why would you still be doing shit like that? So this is always a problem. Why is it a surprise that just read my book pissed off about it?
Mm-hmm. Indigo says, I don't feel sorry for both of them. It just shows another grimy side of Dovie. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Child, I can't wait to see how this ends. I can't wait to see if Just Read My Book is gonna go live on her channel to talk about it, or anybody else's channel to talk about it. I just want to hear how this is gonna end. I really want to, because now
I would love to hear what Just Read My Book has to say.
Now I'm invested in this. I couldn't look away. I'm invested. I was taking a month off from YouTube, and then I dropped and saw this. I'm like, girl, take your month off next month or something.
Okay, get a little more time, girl, because as soon as you start to do that, that's what happened.
Well, we know Just Read My Book is going to be fine. She has a residence and all the things she needs. What's going to be interesting is where Dovie is going to end up.
Yeah, that's what we waiting on. So right now, she at the room. She did get a room bigger and nicer than the one Tracy was in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah, I know I'm petty.
Back to work. I don't know how true that is.
It is.
Who?
The same one over in San Antonio. I heard she's back at working.
How do you go back to work when you retire early? When you retire early with the
retired.
I just don't understand why people fall for that. I'm like, how'd she retire early? She worked at a hair salon. How much money did she save up?
And wasn't even doing the damn hair. The bitch was cutting it. So
yeah,
girl,
she's too young to get benefits like Social Security. So why do y'all believe that?
I think
she a big liar.
Because it was COVID and a lot of people were home more, and people were working home. More. The money was at that time probably looked promising to her. She left her job thinking this was something feasible, thinking this is something she could live off. This is not a place that you can make money. If you were in other sectors, probably where you had like real good numbers of supporters and stuff, but not over here. Not over here. So reality kicked her in the ass, I guess. So she's back at work. The hell she thought she was gonna stick around with
I'm tempted to believe that the bitch was sweeping the barbershop.
I heard that too. I heard that part too.
Oh yeah, like the shampoo girl.
Yeah, that's even worse than the shampoo girl. The shampoo girl at least get to touch the clients, honey.
Yeah.
And the damn sweeper don't do nothing but go around their feet.
Can you imagine Tracy doing your hair?
Oh hell no! Not. I've been seeing her here for years. Hell no. She doesn't even take care of hers. Hell no. Mm-mm.
I'm not even going to entertain that question.
I'm just asking for it.
Don't even entertain the thought of it, girl. So there.
I ain't never seen nobody wear matted hair for 5 years. Matted.
Something. And it be so dry. God.
Like every camera slip, every single one of them.
It's
That
so
hair was
scary.
up and always matted. And you were taking
But
care
you
of
know, Carrie, she was not like that in the beginning. She wasn't. I don't understand what happened. I
That's
just
just
don't
what
get
you
it.
saw on the camera, girl. That's what she showed on the camera when she was live. We don't know what she was doing behind the scenes, child.
Mm.
I don't know. We saw a wig on. We don't know what happens behind the camera. Mm-mm.
Honey, we knew what happened behind the camera when that wig came off and that camera slipped. The same thing been happening for 5 years straight.
Exactly.
Nothing. No shampoo, no comb, no brush, no love
Yeah,
on their
like
head.
there's no way she could comb that. I just don't get it. Oh
You
my
don't think she could comb it at this point?
God.
Well, it only grow in one direction, up at the top like a peacock. So I could believe that you can't comb.
Oh, well, I should get a breakdown once a year.
It ain't even braided down. Where's they braid? They can't grab the sides. They got to shave them down. Yeah.
I think the people in the beef sector drove her a little bit off the edge, and she ain't been able to get back
She
center.
drove her damn self there.
Cause she used to be sweet, y'all, for real.
Written. You know,
It was a persona.
something
I'm
that
gonna tell you. I said it a long time ago when I first started watching Tracy. I said Tracy is ratchet. Tracy is real ratchet, and I forgot who pissed her off the first time. But when she started cussing herself, I said, "Yeah, that's the real Tracy." I've been telling y'all that Tracy is a hood booger. Ain't no nice nothing about her. That bitch is jealous as fuck. She been jealous since day one. I knew Tracy was jealous of me when I first came on YouTube. And I'm talking about way back in the day when we was over there with Chopper. She was acting like oh, Deanna. And then every time I turn around and I start going live, she'll come in the chat. Oh, I had to resubscribe. Oh, I had to resubscribe. Oh, I had to I said, why this bitch keep coming in my motherfucking chat telling she had to resubscribe? Do you think I give a fuck about this shit like that? And then I start watching Tracy sit up there. She watch you. She mimic your motherfuckers too, just like that dusty bitch she hang with at Chicago. She sit up there and mock people and do what the next motherfucker do. And that's all she been doing. She been doing this since she been on the motherfucker and causing havoc. Do you not remember how Tracy started getting people to her page? Tracy used to be a heckler in everybody goddamn chat, fussing and cussing with any and everybody. And finally, a motherfucker told the stupid bitch to get a page. Jay Wilson.
Oh no, Deanna kicked herself off. I don't know if she knows that she kicked herself off.
Casa created a
monster. Pastor told her to go make her page. You know, you should start your own page, and she did, and it worked for her for a while. But once people were starting to ask you to hit the cash out because rent is due, YouTube ain't working for you. Oh yeah, Deanna is back. Hold on.
Talking shit and hit myself smooth out. but that's how she started though. She used to start shit with people in their chats all the time, and then finally Jay Wilson had to encourage her to start her own channel. So in order to everybody to see who is this bitch that's running around getting cussed out and cussing everybody out in their chat, folks start going over there to her channel. It ain't take long for Teresa to show her damn colors. That bitch always been a hood booger ratchet.
When I first saw her, I thought she was a nice person because when I first saw her on her channel, she seemed so timid and trying to be all dainty, giving the news, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is a nice.
Acting like she ain't got a closet full of rainbow. I remember.
So I'm like, okay, this is cool. Who are these people she's talking about? Let me listen. And I'm like, okay, I'll just get everything here because I don't know all these people and stuff. And
that's how, yeah,
really nice for real.
Yeah, that's how we all started, and then we started watching longer and longer and peeping stuff. So yeah, I know what you mean, because that's how I was. I was like, I don't watch them. I don't know them folks. I'm finna stay right here. I ain't got time for all that.
Tizer has a question for you, Deanna, and I was thinking the same thing. Why did she continuously refer to you as her twin? I'm like,
because I cuss people out, and that's what she motherfucking do. I'm telling y'all, the girl was a hood booger and a ratchet. I'm telling y'all, she was sitting up there. Tracy, okay, when Tracy was calling me twin and stuff, that was before she really started coming out here cussing people out. And then when she did it, And when she did it, that just further proof. Yeah.
I didn't like hearing it at the time, and even though I liked with her at the time, I'm like twin, I can't see this twin.
Girl, when you see my hair matted. I don't wear makeup. I
Oh,
ain't built
God.
up like a squash, so I don't
Oh,
know.
Lord. Not a squash.
Yeah, a squash,
Hmm.
a yellow squash.
Yes, Leo. She used to call her twin. Oh, my twin. That twinship didn't last too long though. Deanna kicked herself off again. And
Hmm.
Pedro says that would have irked the hell out of me, right?
Hmm.
She was like, twin, my twin. And I'm like, no, I don't see it. I don't see it. But I get what Deanna is saying though. Oh, hold on. Let me drop the link again.
I need for Kimmy to come back and give her take on the battle of just read my book and Dovie.
When you say come back, what do you mean? She didn't leave.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
She
Like
didn't even know
fake
it.
come back.
She may come back. She may decide to let me not say come back, talk about it because it's hard
Yes.
to talk about it, or she'll find a way to be a part of it because she normally makes herself a part of stuff.
Yes. I was expecting her to pop on yesterday, but she didn't. Because she'll come in the chat and get up on the panel.
I don't see her. I don't know. I don't know. But every other beef sector story is out the window, and Dovie has taken the cake. I'm hearing that there's
Yes.
supposed to be some with the Miss O and Lovely Love. Is it like a sweatpants competition? I think, or what they call it? Something
Yeah,
that
something for the guys, for them to
for
put
the
on the
guys. Yeah,
sweatpants and for people to look at their
they want to
print
see
or
the
something.
print, pose and print, or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was supposed to be something that people should be gearing up for. I don't know what else happened. Deanna kicked herself out again. I don't know what else was happening on the streets because I wasn't really here like that.
Probably Ronnie Q and Nina.
Ooh, I got a part of that, and I didn't like it one bit. But
You
I'm like, you
didn't.
know what? I don't put myself in stuff with these when people I like start going at it. I can't do it.
Oh
So
my God.
that one I which day did I drop down? Was it Saturday? I think that happened.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't stay to watch it because it wasn't. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't like that type of I don't like conversations about race and color and stuff. I don't do it.
Oh, okay. I see. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't do it because
You should have seen
people
me
take
trying
it
to
to everything
explain it.
and
Trying to
more. I'm
explain.
sorry.
I was trying to explain this whole thing to my husband and make it make sense. He was looking at me like, because I'm like, okay, no, because see, like, then there's Nina, this lady, and they say that she's white, but then they say she's African, but then it's if you were watching it and you've been watching it, you get it, but like trying to explain it to somebody else, my husband was like, are you for real? Then I'm like, then there's the Miss O, and she's like really pretty, but she's really, really, really dark skinned, so people try to use that against her. I'm showing him pictures and everything.
Leave that man alone.
He cracking up. He was like, what are you listening to? Because
Crazy.
sometimes I'll listen as I'm cooking and I'll have it on instead of having on my headphones, and he'll be like, what in the world is going on? Yeah, he heard Ronnie Q going off. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I can't explain.
He's gonna start thinking you're crazy.
He does. He was like, I don't understand why you. I said, because I'm the kind of person I love a good. I grew up in a household where we would always debate about stuff. Not like call each other's name, but everybody has their opinion and we're just talking over each other and whatnot. So I'm used to that. He's not used to that. Even when we get together on holidays, whatever is going on currently, just say hot current topics, we start, everybody giving their opinion and we're all talking over each other and all that. I don't think he really likes that, but I like it. I love it. I love a good debate, especially if the people who are doing it are funny, shady, and know what they're talking about. Like I don't like just like some of the people who they just up here to call each other names, but when they can prove their point or give good give good backing to what they think their point is. I like that. And I think you like that too, Carrie.
I'm gonna give you some unsolicited advice.
Mm-hmm.
Do not have your family listen to this beef sector stuff.
Oh
You
no.
can play your audio when you're cooking and stuff if you're alone, but I'm giving you advice. Get earbuds, get some earbuds. You're at some point they're gonna start thinking you're crazy and looking at you different and be like, what are you listening to? They're gonna look at you, they're gonna give you the side eye. And like Deanna also said it in the chat, never try to explain this shit over to
She
a
said, "Don't explain
they're
it."
gonna look at you
I
crazy like
know, right? You just, it's you can't explain it. I'm trying to explain to him what the point is of the argument, but I keep telling him you have to be there. You have to understand who these different people are, and then when I tell them like what their names are. He's like, what kind of? I'm like, that's their persona. That's what they're known as in the beef sector. And then I had to explain what the beef sector is. He was like, okay, yeah.
oh, let me turn my echo off.
But I love it, y'all. I do. I mean, this is not the only thing I do on YouTube. It's one of the main things I do is listen to these people with all these because there are a lot of intelligent people in the beef sector, regardless of what their economic background is. There are a lot of smart people in this sector. They know how to put forth their argument and they know how to sway people, to be on their side, and then you run and be on the other person's side. It's almost like looking at like a match, like some kind of boxing or something.
Yeah, you gotta go from one to
Yeah.
the other. Like I got stuck over here, child. I'm like, what is going on in this area of YouTube? So I guess it was my
Yeah.
first time seeing stuff like this. So I'm like, let me stick around because it's entertaining. But on my thing though, because I've seen some people say some stuff in the chat, and I'm like, I'm from a whole Caribbean country, and I'm hearing and seeing
Mhm.
some people say, "Oh, those people from there, they think this
Yes.
and
Yeah.
they think that," and I'm like, "Well, I live there, and I've never thought this." And like, where do you get that from? My mom
Mhm.
didn't grow me certain type of way. Like, how are you gonna be from a certain place and tell me how Caribbean people think, or this is what they do? I'm just saying, as Black people, we need to stop the separatism. It doesn't make much sense. We're all Black in the eyes of the other races, especially the whites. They don't care where you're from, they just see Black. And
I
I
think,
understand
yeah,
who
that's
are
true.
those people that you engage with? Why you
Yeah.
think they think this? Oh, they think this. And I'm like, am I included in that they? Because you don't know how I think. You
I
know?
think a lot of people they don't realize that you can't say absolutes because there is no absolute everything. All
Right.
people
Where
don't
is
do
your
this and all
evidence?
people. The people that you
People that
experience.
you surrounded yourself with said
Yeah.
that or did that to
Even
you.
with being
People that
black,
you got in contact with. I
everybody's
don't
black
like that shit.
experience, yeah, is not the
I don't
same.
like that. You don't know how I grew up and how I think about people as Blacks. I see people as Black, point blank, period. That's it.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't care where you're from.
Mhm.
I don't care. So you don't tell me that they don't like US. I'm like, this is my first time hearing this. My first time hearing this about they don't like African American. This is my first time hearing it in the beef sector because I didn't know that this is how people thought of, like people from different places. I didn't know it. I
Mhm.
really didn't. So, but anyway, though, I try to stay out of those types of conversations on here, and it's for a reason.
Mhm.
When it
Mhm.
comes to things like race and stuff, sexuality, and all of the politics, religion, I tend
Well,
to.
shoot, Carrie, that's not gonna leave you too much stuff to talk about. All
No,
those
I'll
things
talk
are
about
needed.
anything else. I come on
Yeah.
here to relax and laugh a little bit and stuff. I'm not doing. I have other spaces that I have those conversations in. Let's put it that way.
Mhm.
When
Yeah.
it's time to be serious, I am, you know.
Yeah.
But I think we should stop, doing this whole division thing where hey Willie, this division thing where we divide ourselves. We're Black people at the end of the day. And I made a point the other day over there in Alabama.
Mhm.
Nobody was stopping when they saw that guy got beat. Nobody was stopping to check. Oh, you're from the Caribbean. You're from Africa. You're from this America. You can't come in this fight. Everybody united for a cause. It was to beat those. I don't want to use that word.
Yeah,
you know, they saw an injustice being meted out to someone, and they decided to go help. And nobody decided to split themselves up and say, okay, you can't fight because you're from the Caribbean. No, it was some Black people who got together and decided, okay, another brother is being attacked. We're gonna jump in, whether they were from on the boat, or whether they were crew members. And I'm pretty sure if you spoke to a few of them, you'd have found that some of them were from different countries. You would never know, or where their families are from. So stop the division amongst yourself as Black people. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. I think that's a good point. Yeah.
Nobody had time to be worried about, oh, that person is from there. No. Stop the separatism. I don't like it. But who am I? You know? Who am I?
They saw somebody doing something wrong. I mean, that was just totally uncalled for. It didn't even make any sense. All they had to do was move the boat. And then you're gonna fight the man on top of it. It's like so many Black people like cheered when they saw those people come to his rescue. I know they were like, "Is this for real?" Even the cops, if you notice, some of them were just standing around, just looking, letting the melee happen. It was interesting.
I think the cops wanted some of those Black people to get I think they did. And some licks in. I'm not a fighter. I gotta like give you like I don't fight. I pride myself in saying that. I've only had like 2 really good fights in my lifetime that I really every time I think about it, I laugh because I enjoyed it. And I have to walk you out first. I gotta avoid you at all costs first.
Yeah.
And then if it's too much, I'm gonna fuck you up. Because I wait till the pent-up anger comes out. I like that because I like, you know, people saying, oh, she's so soft and stuff, and then I fuck you up. That's my thing. But I don't encourage violence, right? But at the same time, if I was on that boat, I'm positive I would be in that fight. I am sure I would have been in that fight.
You would have been one of the ones skipping over to whoop some ass.
I would be punching. I like getting people on the ground. I'll be in your face. I'll be doing stuff. Trust me, I know I'll be in that fight. Because
did you see? Because there were 2 ladies.
Brother.
Did you see the 2 Black ladies who were over there punching and hitting somebody?
Oh, yeah, I watched that so many times.
That was so funny. Yeah.
I'm like, I showed everybody that. I'm like, look at these women. These women came and they
were girl, that lady was hitting that man all across his head. Oh my God. Did you hear the statement that the pilot of the boat made?
What did he say?
He's a white guy. So he talked about how they tried to get them to move the boat.
Oh yeah.
That he was talking to them.
Blowing the horn before.
On the loudspeaker and telling them to move it. I like that he clarified the gentleman's not a security guard. He is my co-pilot.
Right. So I think
he drive this boat.
Remember everything he said.
Yeah.
So they were out there for about 45 minutes, I think, trying to get in. They were doing that. Then they sent him over on a boat to go ask them to move. Yeah. And not until he moved it did they start coming from.
Then all he did was untie it and move it up, and there you go. Which they should have done in the first place.
Exactly. They're too entitled. That's the problem. They just feel like they should do whatever they want to do. How dare you come to me as a Black man speaking to me? Like, who died and made you God? Who told you that you are ruler over the land, that your color makes you better than? Who gave people this impression? And well, we know where, but why do you think that logic makes any sense?
I just don't understand. Like, what was their end game? Like, how did you think it was going to end well, especially for you? Because you weren't even supposed to be parked right there. And also, the pilot said they've done it before.
I heard that part too. That it wasn't their first time. Yeah. But they'll know that's the last time you fuck around. They said F around and find out.
Yes.
F around and find out. You just thought you were gonna come and beat some. You jumped it. About 7 of them jumped the poor guy who was doing his job.
Doing his
And you
job.
just thought it was gonna happen and you're just gonna move around and that was it. Oh hell no.
Yeah.
And my hat goes off to that young man. I think he was 16 or something like that, who swam across and he was like, I'm getting in on this action. Okay. I'm getting in on this action. He swam across and he actually got in there.
Even the like after you look at it a few times, when I heard they were talking about this other guy, and I'm like, who are they talking about? Did you see the other young guy, the young white guy?
I saw it at the beginning because he was there. He had a vest on. I can remember.
Yeah, he was part of the crew. His mom was mad. She was so mad. She went in. I think they said she went in and swore out her own warrant for her son, her son's behalf. Yeah.
Oh yes, she did. Yes, she did. And he was, I could see him there. I didn't know they had hit him before, but he was there helpless. He was there in the middle trying to, talk to them. He got to swing in his hand and I said, oh, this poor boy, I don't think he knows what he's getting himself into.
I don't think he'd been in a fight in his life.
Right. Yeah. And then I didn't see him again. And then it was action from there. I saw the hat go up in the air. They said the hat hasn't fallen as yet. When that man threw his hat in the air, I'm like, okay, it's on. Okay.
I would just love to know from him, because he hasn't said anything. What did he mean, or what was the reason that he threw the hat in the air? Like, we all assuming, but like, does that mean it's on, or I give up, or like, why did you throw the hat in the air?
I think he said to himself, you know what? Okay. They got me. I'm not about to stay around and get beaten up. So this is it. I think the hat throwing in the air means, okay, this is it. I'm going all in. I'm going in. I haven't heard anything from him.
Not a word.
I don't know where I would look to see, or maybe his lawyers.
I would love for him to make a statement, but I want them to pay him just like they pay all these other people, for him to make a statement, a lot of money for him to tell his story.
Yeah, and a lot of people lost it. Well, I saw one lady speak out so far because she said she got fired.
Yeah, I think also the young guys who took their shirts off and were skipping over, I think they all got fired, and a couple other people. Yeah.
I hope they get help. She said she didn't care. She just wasn't going to watch them beat her crew member up like that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She looked at them as families, because she said she didn't feel like she was in like a hostile type of work environment. So they're like family.
Yeah.
So
I heard that. That's what the captain said. He said they're family. Yeah.
I just looked something up. What does it mean to throw your hat?
You looking it up?
I can't believe I looked it up. It means that you're going to try to win a contest, but that's like an election. Okay. You know that phrase?
Like throw your hat in the ring.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
That man threw his hat in the air, he said, it's on.
That young lady who was doing all the narrating, you see how she's been invited all these different places and had all these interviews. I think her name is Lauren.
Oh, really?
The girl with the braces who was doing all the voice in the ooh boot bop boot, all that. Oh my God, she is hilarious. I've heard her on like 3 different radio stations. She was on TMZ, and I think Ricky Smiley was flying her out somewhere to come hang with them.
Oh wow, that's cool. Mm-hmm. And I did hear somewhere, I don't know, I don't have any evidence of it, that Ricky Smiley and a few other celebrities were like, they were going to donate to some of the people who were a part of the fight. The black people who got injured and stuff.
Yeah.
And who got locked up. So yeah, that is also a good initiative. And I'm hoping that those people are able to find jobs soon, because it's sad to know that they were there defending someone and lost their job.
They
got bills to pay. So I understand maybe, you're not supposed to fight while on the job. I get that, but most of them lost their jobs. Yeah, families. It was during the time people are getting ready for their children to go back to school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that lady who spoke, she had a lot of stuff going on in her life, with her dad being in the hospital. She said she was having a really bad day that morning too. So she had a lot going through, and she still, turned up for work.
Yeah.
and stuff. Strictly Platinum says maybe you didn't hear from the guy because maybe he's recovering from his injuries. Probably.
Mm-hmm. Deanna says she donated to the lady that got fired.
Oh, you donated to her? That's cool. I wonder. Oh yeah, she did like
She
an
is
hour.
hilarious. She is hilarious. She just made the whole thing like it just took it to a whole nother level with her narrating what was going on. And after they talked to her, she said, well, you know, I had a few drinks as well on the boat.
I gotta go find her. What did you say her name is?
I want to say her name is Lauren something, but I think on her thing it's like Lauren.
Okay, I gotta find her because now I'm
Yeah.
interested. Lauren. Okay, let me see if I can find her. Montgomery. Okay, let me see if I can find her. Leo, you gotta find her too. I want to find her. I can't find it.
Oh, I'm trying to see if I can find her now.
Oh, her name is Lauren. Is it Spivey or Spivey? One of the two.
It might be, but I know her first name is Lauren.
Oh, I found her. Oh, there we go. Ricky Smiley had her on.
Yeah, she was on the Ricky Smiley show.
I found it.
And on that show, he told her that they were going to fly her out wherever they were going to be because I think he's doing a comedy tour, and she was going to come hang with them.
He sure did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see if I can drop the link in the chat. I found it. She was on the Ricky Smiley. She gave more details about the incident. Wow, she was on the Ricky Smiley show. Child.
And I think also on TMZ, if I'm not mistaken.
What? Girl, I don't know if I stopped watching TMZ. I don't know. There was just something about that guy. I don't know. I lost interest in TMZ when they fired that brother. What's his name?
Van.
Right.
Uh-huh.
That with the whole Kanye West thing that was going on. And I don't know. I just stopped watching. I watch here and there. And then not only that, I'm just not all that interested in how celebrities live. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're living their
doing
life.
well though. He has his own kind of like podcast and whatnot that he's done.
Yeah, I think I saw it. I didn't subscribe, but I've seen his podcast before. So he's doing his own thing, and maybe that was a good thing that happened.
Yeah.
So he could branch off and do his own thing, you know? I want to know how to share this thing. I'm trying to share it.
Let me see if I see it. Yeah, I think you can probably drop the link to it in the. Hold on, let's see. Oh, you did it. Yeah, I see it. It's in there.
Okay, cool. So I found one, and I'm gonna drop another one. So one of them got to work. There we go. So that's two different ones. So there we go. So I'm gonna catch it. I'm glad you told me about it because I didn't really follow up after that press conference.
Yeah, so when you get a chance, look at it.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah, because she is a character.
Okay, is there anything else? I think I'm winding down. Is there anything else?
Nothing else I can think of. I'm sure it's early yet. They're gonna get it crunk in a minute.
Right? Mm-hmm. Never a dull moment. And even when we experience those laws, something always comes up.
Something always does.
Or something is brewing whenever it gets quiet on here.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for having me up, lady.
I appreciate you for coming up.
Okay. Bye.
I didn't get to. I'm still gonna thank a views of you for clicking the link. I don't know what happened of you, but your mic, we weren't hearing you, and I really wanted to hear what she had to say. but we just weren't able to hear you. Hoping you're doing okay. Happy birthday again to A View is a View. Her Cash App, guys, is A View is a View. So for those who want to send her a birthday tip, it is, and I know she probably doesn't want me to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Her Cash App is $ A View is a View. Don't cuss me out, A View is a View. There we go. So it's her birthday today. So if you see her in the streets, go on ahead and tell her happy birthday. If you see her go live today and she drops her link, grab that link and tell her happy birthday because it's her birthday today. Okay, hoping you have a wonderful day today. A View is a View. Thank you so much, Guilty Pleasure, for coming up. I appreciate you. Ronnie Q was here earlier on. Thank you so much for clicking the link, Ronnie Q. Deanna, thank you for coming up. Church Lady came up for a quick second and she actually sang a song on this eviction gate. Thank you so much, Foot Soldier, for coming up also. Heatwave was in the back at one point. I think that's everybody who came up today. I appreciate you all for making the live stream what it was today, because it wasn't just me. It was those who clicked on the panel as well as those who typed in the chat. You made it happen, and I appreciate you all for being a part of the live stream this morning. We had fun. Well, I had fun talking to you guys, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that, or go ahead and hit the like button. I would appreciate that too, because that is what helps to support the channel, you know, to get it in the, as they say, the algorithm. Okay. I appreciate all the subscribers and I appreciate all the moderators. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. If anybody shared my live, because I don't know, I am also saying thanks in advance. I appreciate you for the support. Thank you guys for everything. I'm going to go out of here. I had a great morning. I'm going to go get my workout in and enjoy the rest of my day. I'm going to, you know, be in and out of some chats today to see what's going on. Something is brewing. Maybe we'll get to hear the other side of from Just Read My Book. Who knows? Maybe we'll hear that. Maybe not. We don't know. We're going to go out as usual, dancing to the drums. Make sure you subscribe. Bye. Get to moving your waist, okay? You don't have to like African drumming, but move away. Some of you don't even move those waist bones. Let's go. Dance all your way out. Move up, up, up. Okay. Bye, everyone. And I hope you are doing a little dance to that. It's okay to dance. It's okay to let the drums move you. It's okay. Okay. Bye, everyone.